Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna throw it down to our whoever this guy is below us.
I don't know
who's
this
that.
guy.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Sephiroth.
Welcome
We don't recognize
to.
you after a month.
I know, right? Welcome to Yeet for Initiative. I am Wes. I am the DM. I hold all of your lives in my hands, totally. And you guys have never rolled anything that I didn't expect. It's not true. You guys have done many things that I did not expect. But that makes it way more fun. We are back after a big hiatus for the holidays. I'm excited to be here. You guys are in a bit of trouble.
What makes you say that?
A little bit of a recap.
What? No.
Just a little bit of a recap. You guys found out that two things were happening at pretty much the same time. There were prisoners, civilians taken that were planned to be executed. And there was a meeting between a representative of High Volantry and the false king of Braedon. Choosing to save the people, you valiantly attacked the prison in the center of Braedon using the hidden tunnels underneath to get around the city. You've since taken out a lot of the guards and were attempting to free the prisoners when around the corner walked a giant armored polar bear and what seems to be its master.
In reality, I am the real master. What?
So, without further ado, guys, let's yeet for initiative.
Wiz, we got a $40 donation from Ari.
Hey, thank you very much.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to go over
So
donations and what stuff?
So, okay, yes. We do have a player memory tonight. Now, player memory is something that I've written and created. It's a backstory for one of our lovely characters that even they do not know. And that is a cumulative donation. Tonight we're doing $250. So if we get cumulative donations up to $250 toward the player memory, then we unlock it, and we will. I will take a certain time to read it. You can also donate for health potions, which are $10 a piece. Advantage rolls, which are $20, and then $30 for a player hint, meaning one of the NPCs in the area will give them instructions or help them along with a puzzle or something along those lines. That one's, I will say, is kind of up to me, but I will do my best to help them along in their decision-making process. So without further ado, why don't we get some advantage numbers, or some initiative numbers, if you guys have not yet yeeted for initiative. Oh, you're actually yeeting for initiative right now. You're about to fight a polar bear.
Oh! Really? I never would have guessed that from that giant polar bear.
I thought they're fine.
Another part of
a monologue for a bit.
Another part of the recap is you guys have taken a significant amount of damage. Some of which, not a whole lot from the guards in the area that you've been fighting, most of which from the fireball that Katrin threw into an area surrounded by barrels of alcohol and gunpowder.
I just came here to have a good time, and honestly, I feel so attacked right now.
Really?
I was going to say, there's a few other people in the party that I'm sure feel the same way as you.
Yeah, really?
Don't worry, guys.
Let's do measurements of health and see who really feels attacked.
Let's just say I'm not sitting pretty right now.
6 of them are taking on a armored polar bear and its master. And if you want a little bit of details, you can tell that this polar bear is scarred. It seems as though this polar bear has been through some battles. Probably emotionally scarred. But it's a polar bear, you know.
Yeah. Mike says, did I miss this session? Apparently they didn't know there was a polar bear.
Yeah, you've heard of the Care Bears. This is not that.
Oh. Brian's in chat.
This is the tear bear.
The tear bears.
Plot twist, it's one of the bears from Honey Heist.
Oh my god, probably.
Oh my dog.
One of them was a polar bear, wasn't it?
It was.
Wes, I got a 21.
You got a 21 for Katie.
I got a 14.
All right, we got 21 for Katie, a 14 for... oh, you guys are rolling way better. You said 15, Joey?
It's that 20,
Steve.
21 luck.
I got a 10.
Okay, not great for you. And Nisa?
18.
18. Okay, cool. So,
Can you see the dono? Or isn't that coming up for you?
the Aries?
Yeah.
Yeah,
health potions?
Ari donated $40. 2 health potions go to Avenir, and the $20 go for the advantage roll, which is
Thank you.
not for advantage roll, for the player memory. So we've got 20 toward our player memory,
Oh, I rolled
which
a dirty
is
20,
I know I say this every session, but it's the longest player memory I've ever written. It's 15 pages long.
Whoa.
If you're new to the Yeet for Initiative, you're in for a goodie when we unlock it.
Memory
unlocked.
And it's got plenty of trauma, if you like that, which I know a lot of you do.
Yeah.
Yay,
I had trauma for lunch.
Yay.
So
This is fun.
the bear and its master come around the corner, and you just hear this loud stomping noise through the prison chambers. Clanking of armor, and then a snarl as this huge white scarred bear comes forth. It's missing its right eye with a large gash down the side. What are you guys gonna do? First up in the order is Jade.
Oh boy. Well.
Now, you guys have taken a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Just an FYI.
But I haven't, and I'm.
That's fair.
Lucky.
That's true.
Is this guy riding the polar bear?
No, he's standing next to the polar bear. So if you want to make a perception check, I can give you a description of him.
That's gonna be a 1, Wes. So.
Oh.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's.
Oh.
I'm a hit out.
I know he's there. No, this is good. We're getting the 1 out of the way because my first roll was
That's
a nat
fair.
20. My second roll was a.
Yeah, that's a roll.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, you don't. You're more focused on the polar bear. You don't really see the guy. So, giant armored polar bear has got your complete attention.
I'm going to run up to it and smash it.
Oh.
In a frenzy.
Punch it in the snoot.
You're just immediately gonna attack it? Okay.
You're
All right.
gonna boop the snoot.
Jade doesn't talk. What's she gonna talk to a bear?
That's a
Aggressive.
fair point.
Do we have a
Sit down.
druid? Guys, is there time to find a druid?
Does anybody speak bear? Does anybody speak bear?
All right,
Hey,
so
boo-boo.
go ahead and move your character up and roll some attacks.
Oh shoot, I'm not in it.
Oh, okay. I can move your character for now.
Roll 20. Okay. Oh man, it forgot who I am.
So you run up to this polar bear and are going to attack.
Yeah.
You're going to boop the snoot with a sword.
He's gonna
the
boop
snoot.
the snoot.
Sorry.
I don't like that image.
Alright, I'm getting into the roll 20 right now. Alright, here it comes. Ooh, good roll. Good roll. That's going to be a 29 to hit.
That will certainly
His
hit.
master said it.
So your first attack hits with a 29.
Keyword first.
Yeah.
11 points of damage.
Now I'm assuming you are starting to rage again.
Yeah, I'm. Is being in a frenzy being a part of the rage, or are they separate things?
So you came out of the rage before because there was no battle happening, and you suffered 1 level of exhaustion the last time, and then you would have to go back into a rage. I'm not sure exactly what the cooldown is on that.
Okay.
But in order to be in a frenzy, you have to be in a rage, if I remember correctly.
Then I rage. And then that's
And Chris-
actually going to be 13 points. Wait. What did I say it was 11?
Yes.
11. 12, 13, 14 points.
Okay. And then also remember, Christian in the chat says, remember your great weapon master as well when you make your initial rolls. So 13 points of damage to the bear.
The chat can metagame. Reminder.
Yeah.
What is Great Weapon Master?
It's you take
Wait, I've been
you,
playing too much Pathfinder. Sorry.
you take a -5 to your hit. To hit the
Okay.
hit bonus. So you choose that, but you let me know that before your attack. You roll your attack. It's a
Right.
-5 to hit and a +10 to damage.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay. So is raging an action? Yeah.
It's a bonus action.
It's a bonus action. Cool. So, do I get one more action?
You have another action, yes, and you still have your bonus action as well.
I smash
Oh my
it.
god, that's a thick.
All right,
Sorry,
hit
I'm
it
just
again.
looking
Yeah.
at the-
And I'll take the -5. On
Okay,
this.
you're gonna take the -5. Got it.
I'm gonna take the -5. Let's see what happens. Ooh, that's an 18 on the die, +6.
Yeah, that's
24.
pretty good. Yeah, that hits as well.
Awesome.
Love your work.
Oh my gosh, I love your work.
Okay, not great. That's 10. Wait, 11, 12, 13 plus 10, 23
So you're rolling 3d6 plus 10 plus your weapon damage.
plus 3 for being in a rage. Because
Okay.
I get a +3 to damage.
So how much total?
10 plus 3, 13, 23.
23 points of damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right.
And then you said I had a bonus action.
Yes. So you weren't in a rage already. If you weren't in a rage already, you would be able to go into one.
I was in a rage.
Okay, so you use your bonus action to go into a rage.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
cool.
Okay, so then that completes my turn.
All right. Now, let me roll a dice here real quick. Ooh. Okay. So, right after you, both the... No. Okay, so the bear doesn't get to go, but my lovely guy gets to go. The what looks like
What a guy.
torturer.
Oh, fun.
So yeah,
My
and
armor.
then he's got a 17. Okay, cool. All right, so he's gonna walk forward and be like, "You've made a mistake entering my dungeon." And he's a little scarred up too. You can tell that he probably learned some of his torturing abilities from having himself been tortured. Okay.
I say the polar bear, and I was like,
It's
what?
like, ah.
I
Help
don't know
me.
about that one.
I don't know about that, Chief.
All right. So first thing he's going to do is he's going to he walks up, he pats the bear on the side and looks Jade right in the eye and tosses something to the bear. The bear catches it in his mouth and eats it, and you instantly just hear this feral growling from the inside, and this bear's eyes burn bright red.
Did he move into my space at all?
Not yet, no. So he just fed something to the bear. The bear is now on all fours and is ready to pounce, and is pretty pissed. And then this guy is going to make an attack against you with his flail.
Bear went into danger mode.
And he does come into my space.
So the first one misses. The second one is a 19 to hit.
It looks like either the bear is sitting down or is just going like this to you. Like, hello? Where do I go?
Second attack is a 19 to hit. Does that hit your AC?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'm confused, but yeah.
So you're gonna take 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
What are you confused about?
Nothing. We can talk about it later.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
If you want to message me on Discord, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Okay. So he has made an attack, and then next up is Avenir. Oh no, Cody. It is Cody's turn.
Yeah, I don't really have many spell slots left, so I'm just going to walk up to the guy and inflict wounds at first level, I guess.
On the
On the torture.
the torture. Okay, go for it.
Yes. That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 does hit.
Okay. That is not good at all. That's 8 points of necrotic damage.
8
A dirty
points of
20.
necrotic.
A dirty 20 is when you roll something that's lower than a 20, and then your bonus makes it a 20.
Yeah, so it's not a natural 20 because natural 20 is a crit, so it does double damage. Whereas
Natural 20, it means when you roll 20 on your
On the
dice,
dice,
like
exactly.
20.
and that's pretty much an automatic success.
And then I guess as a bonus action, I will take a health potion because I am fairly hurt.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks for the gifts of Lady Lovegood to voice Sararu.
Voice so ruby.
Okay,
Oh.
and now we have Avenir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So hypothetically, if I ask Kaylin to hand the time sphere, would that be an action or a bonus action?
I think that would use up Kaylin's reaction and your bonus action.
Also, you still need to roll for my health potion.
Oh yeah. I got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that then.
You regain 15 points of health.
Thank goodness, because I needed it.
All right, so go ahead and do that.
Okay. Yeah. So Avenir is just because I need to look at the map again. Yeah. Kaylin or Avenir is gonna call over to Kaylin. Kaylin,
Yes?
time sphere, hand it over.
Why?
Oh
We're
my
looking
god,
pretty
don't
bad.
ask why.
This is going past a bonus action at this point.
Don't ask questions. Hand it over.
Can't.
Okay.
Poor K.
All right.
You hear Katrin yell at him. The appropriate response is yes, dear.
Okay. We are okay. So yeah. I will say we are kind of going past. I
Yeah.
thought you were going to run up and like take it pretty much, which I would
Okay.
allow as a bonus action and use
That's
his
fair.
reaction to give it to you. However, the conversation would push this a little further. So you still have your
fair.
movement and your action.
Then I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna use my movement to go over, and I'm actually gonna.
Snatch it.
I'm gonna try to snatch it. From
All right.
Snatch his wig.
Take that from-
Snatch
So
Kaylin's wig.
Cody, roll sleight of hand. Avenir, I'm sorry, Cody, roll. Let's see.
And I'm gonna use advantage on this.
Yeah, roll perception.
As am I.
Roll perception and yeah, and you're both using advantage.
I have my reasons for doing what I'm doing.
So that's a
better.
25.
Also, a 25.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll.
Okay.
Okay. So you see her coming, but she is able to. She's just a little bit quicker, and she is able to snatch it away from you.
You even know how to use it?
I try to use it.
Okay. So yeah, all right. So for those of you who are new to the campaign, including Katie, the time sphere is the shard of the time sphere is a very powerful magic device. You attempt to send energy into the shard of the time sphere, which activates it, and it rises up above your head, begins spinning, and glows blue.
So here's the thing. They already used it earlier.
No, not since not since you long rested. I don't believe.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I did.
I don't think you did.
No, I didn't. You're right. Not since you long rested. So yeah, we're good.
Yeah. So once per long rest, they can use something called the Shard of the Time Sphere, and it gives them 3 rounds of uninterrupted combat against whatever targets they are, and then all of their attacks will hit it once. Now, there's something that is kind of an interesting thing that is about to happen, because only the 5 of you are affected. Only the 5 of you are able to move. So Jade will be taking a pause for the next 3 rounds.
Wait, what? only 5?
Oh.
Ew.
No.
Because she wasn't in Anders with us.
To be fair, we're looking pretty hurt. Out of character. We're looking pretty hurt, so...
Okay.
Oh, well.
So now you have
question
used
for
your
Dean.
action
Can
to
I-
activate the time sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Can I grab Jade while everyone's in frozen motion? Can I grab her, take her?
You
to
could
us?
potentially do that on your turn, yes.
Sweet.
I'll aim around her.
Okay, so now it is...
I need to be up here by Jade because I moved up.
which is interesting because when this goes off, it will be the polar bear's turn.
Put those claws away, polar bear.
But because you guys are affected by the time sphere, it is now Dr. Boneless's turn.
Yeet, guess who doesn't have any spell slots left? I
Oh,
love being
Wait,
a warlock.
I was gonna say,
guys.
you're a warlock, right? That
I'm
makes
right here.
sense. Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm gonna take a bonus action to be sad.
Nisa, you should move Avenir up by me if you took the time sphere.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can only use my cantrips and my boomerang, so that's interesting. Love that for me. I'll use poison spray on the polar bear.
Poison spray on the polar bear. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're back. All right. So where were we? Sorry, that was interesting.
Oh, we just defeated the polar bear.
Oh, we killed the
Yeah.
bear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's dead.
killed the polar bear, and
That's what you
now we're
said,
moving
like-
on.
Yeah, right before.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
killed the
right.
polar
Connection
bear.
issue?
I went into the Braedon castle and stabbed Jaden myself with my
so
own bare hands.
crazy that the polar bear just got 200 extra hit points somehow. It's so weird.
You didn't just do that. You didn't.
Okay. So Dr. Boneless was going up and going to use poison spray on the bear.
Mm-hmm.
So roll some attacks.
Oh, no, that's
Roll
for
for
you, my good
damage.
friend.
Oh, is it a dex save?
It is a con save for the bear.
Con save. That would be something that I could do. Okay.
I'm a polar bear.
I believe that is a 15.
Ah, that's sad. It's fine. He's fine.
That bear.
I can't do anything because I don't have any spell slots left.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a potion.
Okay. You take a potion, and you're going to regain 14 points of health.
Wonderful, lovely. I can
Love
just
that
sit
turn.
here and watch.
That's
All right.
for you.
And following Dr. Boneless, we have Katrin.
Yay. Let's
Don't
see.
burn us all.
I'm not gonna burn you all.
You already did that.
She learned her lesson.
You keep saying this, but something in me tells me she didn't learn her lesson.
I mean, eh.
Oh god, I'm right near her. Please don't burn me. Please,
Okay, I
you've
think I
already
can
burned
move
me
up
so
to
much.
be like right here.
Okay, I'm safe now. Thank God.
It's okay. I'm gonna aim for the polar bear, and I'm just gonna hit it with firebolt.
Okay, you're going to shoot the polar bear with Firebolt?
Yes, because that's not AOE.
All right, go ahead and roll the attack. You have advantage.
Ooh, okay.
Roll with advantage.
Oh yeah.
On the do avantage.
I'm gonna do avantage. Ooh, let's see. Ooh, 14 plus 6. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
And that is 2d10.
And our lovely Norse founder music stopped too, which is sad.
Speaking of
no.
which,
It's okay, I fixed
Oh,
it.
Wait,
no.
no, that's.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a 9
speaking
or a
of
6?
we have a sponsor, Norse Foundry.
14.
So make sure to get your dice
Exclamation dice.
Yeah.
from them.
Got a
Use
They-
code
14
Yeet for
damage.
15% off.
Indeed.
May or may not have gotten myself a nice little dice vault for the metal dice that they gave us.
Yeah,
Oh, so
they're-
generously.
They gave
Very
us
pretty.
these nice little dice trays and my nice little dice. But I had a 14 damage on that.
14 points of damage to the polar bear. Okay.
Yeah, not much.
I mean, that's a decent amount. That's a decent amount of damage for a
Mhm.
firebolt. Okay. Isn't because a
As long as
firebolt's a
it's not
cantrip,
hitting
right?
us.
I used my 2 favorite dice.
Firebolt is a cantrip, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, firebolt is just like a pew pew.
And now, our Goliath prince, Tyson.
Hello
What
there.
you doing, buddy?
That's me.
General Kenobi.
General
I mean-
Tyson.
It has been some time. Oh, hi. I've been waiting. I'm just kidding. I would like to. I don't see kind of everyone's right near the bed. Can I take a health potion?
Yep. Go ahead and take one of your health potions. You regain 16 points of health.
Nice. 16. Heal. I would like to move up, if possible,
Yeah, go for it.
around her.
Yeah, so you have to move around the corner, but you can.
Choice. Oh, no. Can I do, like, a perception check on the bed? I know it's very strict. I want to check if it at least, like, you may have written that it could be a bear I know in my past life.
It's you don't know any polar bears, Tyson. You don't know any polar bears. I'm sorry.
Damn it, I was hoping it would have been a bear. I would
Cuckoo,
like
you
to...
didn't write any of your backstory. Cuckoo.
Wait, but it just happened. I'm kidding.
Where's that
I would
pigeon?
like
I swear.
Huh?
I would like to
Attack.
hit the bear.
All right, you're
yeah.
going to attack the bear.
Oh, my head. Headache from the cough. Oh, yeah, sorry. I meant to roll for dice. I'm like, I was waiting.
Gotta roll some dice. And remember, attacks on the frozen characters have advantage.
Ah, nice. Let me get this dice out. I'm going to roll it here because the bed is not flat, believe it or not. Yo, I rolled a 19 on the first one.
Hey.
Hey, and that's
Hey.
a crit for you.
Mhm.
It is.
Oh, my head. And then this one. 15's the next one. Plus. What is my advantage on
Give me
that?
a second, guys.
23 is the second one.
That also hits.
Choice. And now let me roll the damage.
Omelette du damage.
Nice.
All right.
Let
Give me
damage.
damage for your 2 attacks, Tyson.
Hell yeah.
S'il vous plaît. Damage.
Pretty much, Ari. Yeah, that's accurate. To a Goliath, a polar
Oh.
bear would be like a Saint Bernard, but this is even
Yeah.
big. This is even big for a polar bear.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Does the
huge
damage
bear.
does the damage also have advantage with it? Like if we roll
No.
low? Okay.
The damage you don't. Yeah.
Yeah, so the first one was a 3, but that would have been the crit, so that would be double, right?
Well, add your sword damage onto it as well.
Oh yeah. I forgot to add the +5.
It's okay.
Very
we've-
rusty right now.
Yeah, everybody's rusty. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're getting
It
So,
has been almost a month.
Yeah.
oh, the music. I
How
like.
do I dice?
16 for that first one. 'cause
16
it's doubled, right?
points of damage. Yes.
And then 6 on top of that for the second hit.
All right. Cool.
22
Excellent.
damage. Boy, Sam, welcome back to the sub club.
Hey, Sammy.
Yay.
All right. Thank you, Sam. The best. Okay.
Ooh.
And now back to sort of the top of the order. We have Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste any more of my spells. So I'm gonna toll the dead on the torturer, which normally would be a wisdom save, but since he's frozen, he kind of can't do it, so it would automatically hit, correct?
No, because remember, all of your abilities will hit after.
Oh, correct.
So
That's right.
they still get to roll for certain things. Dex saves, that's a little bit tougher, but
Gotcha.
just depends on the spell.
I'm just gonna do that.
It's a wisdom save.
Wisdom of 14.
14. Okay, I rolled a nat 18, so.
Need some pain.
Then I guess as a bonus action, I'm going to take the time sphere back.
Okay. I think that's okay. Are you gonna let that happen?
Yeah, I'll let it happen.
All right, cool. All right, you hand the time sphere back, and then we have Avenir.
Okay, so I know with all the actions, they happen after the time sphere ends. Since the torturer, he entered the room, like, tossing his keys up and down, would I be able to take that from his hands?
Good question.
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand at advantage.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna roll something too.
If we take it, he'll be like, what the frick? Where's my keys? I was robbed. Daylight robbery.
24.
So, unfortunately for you, the torturer is clasped his hands around it. I rolled a nat 20. And it's like his hands are like iron. Like time is frozen. These guys are frozen in time, so it's almost as if the key ring in his hand are one.
Can we see his hand off?
I actually had that thought where I'm like, I could chop his hand off.
I mean, we are in a dungeon. We could just chain him up.
We could do that.
Good.
I'm looking at everybody, and this is in character, by the way. I'm going.
I am picking up what you're literally putting down.
That is not a bad idea.
Are we able to do that, DM?
I don't know.
Sure.
Might want to try it.
Maybe like here. Katrin, perhaps use some of the fire stuff to melt some of those chains, and then bring them hither. And then, like, open chains, and then we don't really need a key.
Well, while this conversation's happening, I'm just gonna dagger the torturer.
Okay, so you're gonna dagger the torturer. I would say you do have sneak attack because you can't do anything.
Are we gonna have a smelting party?
Smelting party.
Go ahead.
All right, and since it's advantage. So glad that was advantage. Oh gosh, how do I rogue again? Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. So, and how many? Okay, 4d6. So, boop, 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 and boop. And for dagger, that is d4. Ooh, so 4. Ooh. 4, 8, 10, 16, 21 total.
21 points of damage to the torturer. Okay.
That's a little spicy.
It's pretty good.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have... Who's up next? We have... Yeah, Dr. Boneless.
Yeah, Dr. Boneless. Okay, I am going to Vicious Mockery the bear, and I'm only going to do it in 2 words.
Don't
guys are gonna
lay
hate
those words on my beer.
No.
You guys are going to hate me. Wes, I want to do my Vicious Mockery before you roll your wisdom save, because this is going to be so... This is just going to hurt.
Attempt to Vicious Mockery the bear.
Oh my god, you gotta kill a bear before...
I'm going to do it in 2 words. Ready? Ready? Are you guys ready?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Global warming.
Oh my god!
Good night, everybody. I'm out.
On that note, this has been Yeet for Initiative. Goodbye, everybody.
321.
God.
We'll see you next year.
You might not see the glaciers.
Got him.
So
I am hilarious.
I'm just gonna roll something.
And that's history.
Okay, so
That's the tweet.
technically it's a 15 wisdom save.
Aw. So it doesn't hit. But is he hurt? Is the polar bear
hit by global
hurt?
warming.
Is he emotionally hurt?
He's frozen in time. He can't hear you.
I don't care.
Meanwhile, the bear.
But everyone else heard it, and you saw them like, ooh.
Global warming.
Ooh.
Got him.
Okay.
I don't know what this is, but this hurts.
All
I
right.
know
Next
exactly
up,
what this is, and yes,
Yeah,
it does.
ye old global warming.
Odd.
Yes.
All you.
All right. Can I perception check and see if there's any extra like chain handcuff things hanging around?
Make an investigation check.
Investigation check.
Also, I forgot you guys are right here.
Do we roll for advantage on everything while time is frozen?
Just attacks on frozen
frozen
characters for now.
Okay. So not investigation checks.
Nothing like that.
I must
Is
have good
that a
night to you,
corner that I
Joey.
can
That's all
see
good
around?
night. What's that?
I'm just gonna give you
I said, is that a
guys-
corner I can see around? No, that's a hole. I see.
Oh shoot, I need to move the stream more to the left so I don't see
Investigation is... Ooh, +6. That makes it an 18.
An 18
Nice.
investigate. Yeah, you can see a lot of shackles and stuff, but they're inside of the locked cells.
Oh my god, I thought that said
Okay.
China on the
Did it-
map.
Does it look like they can be removed from the walls?
Right here.
They would not be very effective if you removed them from the walls. They would just be a
Fair enough.
anklet and a chain.
Well, can you
Okay.
attach two chains to each other? Can you attach two of the chains to each other via smelting and then have them just be like...
If you guys, if
Do
you
I look
guys
like
have
a
a
different
smelting, if you have a forge somewhere in there
Do I
that
look
you're
like
hiding,
an
We
We
artificer?
have
to you?
fire magic.
that's
If we
not.
had an
Fire doesn't
artificer.
work like
Okay.
that.
All right.
Fire only burns so hot.
So you've made your perception check. What else are you doing? Or
I
your
have a
investigation check?
torch. Can we use the torch?
Can I relay this information to everybody, or is that gonna take my turn?
You can say it as use your bonus action to say the thing, and you're doing it while you're doing your action. So
I do have rope. We have
Cool.
rope.
So while I'm firebolting him again for funsies, I'm gonna call out to probably Tyson. He's the strongest.
Hi there.
Tyson, if you can move
It's
him
me.
into a cell, we can chain him to the wall.
I mean, this is gonna be some shameless plugging. I mean, Tyson can do that. Just gonna show the shirt. Yeah, Tyson can get up and move that man.
Okay.
You can get those shirts at exclamation merch.
Yeah. Real quick, while I was rolling, when you stood up, you couldn't see Tyson's head on the shirt, and you could only see the body and Steve's head.
Oh no. How about
So
that?
it looked like Steve's head on Tyson's body.
Body.
Oh yeah.
Let's
see.
see. With advantage,
Hold on. Oh yeah, like that.
that would be a
That's
19 to hit the guy.
a 19 to hit the guy. Yes, that does hit.
Sweet. Aw, 8.
8 points of damage.
8 points of fire damage.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Not so omelette du demain.
And now
Oh, the
down to Tyson, on the lowest
Hi.
totem on the pole for initiative. But that's okay.
Metaphorically, of
Hit
course.
me.
Metaphorically, yes.
Metaphorically.
Literally, he is the pole.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I meant to do something. Sorry.
Yeah, it's your action. It's your turn.
It's your turn,
Oh,
buddy.
sorry. I thought we were making passing comments.
No.
I was waiting for
I said, and next in the initiative order, it's Tyson.
Man, it really has been a while.
It has.
Who
Sorry,
would've
my
thought
brain
that
was
one
like,
month could
what's
have been
okay.
like a year.
Do I break initiative if I just pick the man
No,
up and
you're
just...
not breaking initiative. This would be your turn. So I would need you to make a strength check.
I'm a strong boy. Where's my dice? Advantage, right? Because we're still frozen?
Not on strength check, no.
Ah, crap. Okay, we're good.
You could
Is it
use
just
one of
one
your
dice or two?
advantage dice. It's
Ability
one.
checks don't get advantage when within the time sphere. Only attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, only attacks.
Alright, sounds good. Am I rolling 2 dice? Because I'm. Oh, wait, sorry, I'm thinking of damage. Never mind. 1 dice.
Yeah. Did you roll a nat 1, buddy?
7. Nah, I got a 2.
Oh, yeah. So what happens here is you're not able. You're pretty injured, and your injuries pretty much cause you to like your strength is not there, so you can't lift him off the ground. I mean, this is a Goliath. This guy is a Goliath. So he's pretty big, but you're unable to lift him to the ground, and everyone else can see Tyson just kind of panting and hurt.
Okay.
I guess the good thing Jade's frozen in time.
Oh, shut up. I'm
Right,
kidding.
that was
I'm kidding.
Okay. Now the last round before the time sphere
we're boned.
dissipates.
You
So
would
top of the
destroy me
order, Cody.
if she was unfrozen.
Yep. Inflict wounds, level 1.
All right, go ahead
'cause
and roll.
Told the dead was not working. All right. Let's see. And this will be with advantage because he's still frozen.
Yep.
That's not bad. Hopefully I can roll better than that though. 18.
Against the bear or the torturer.
Torture.
That actually misses.
Cool. Then bonus action health potion, and I will use my movement to move
All right.
away.
So you're gonna move away, which is,
I'm backing up to where about Kitchen is.
and you regain 14 points of health.
Cool.
I forgot to use another health potion. It's okay.
I am useless this round, guys.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Well, we're about
No,
to
like I'm
injure.
literally useless. I'm out of spell slots.
Oh,
Everybody's out of spell slots. It's a really good thing that you guys used the time sphere.
Yep.
Okay.
Really?
So next up is Avenir.
Dagger, the torturer.
Okay. And you get your sneak attack bonus.
Yeet.
So go ahead and roll.
So, 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So, cocked. One of them just yeeted itself out of the thing.
The fellow.
Yeah. Let's see. Ooh. So 12, 18, 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage to the torturer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's pretty good.
Bonus action healing potion.
Bonus action healing potion. It's a good choice.
Yeah.
You regain 13 points of health.
Thank you. And I am going to use my action to also move the F away.
Okay. So you're going to back up.
Yeah. I think that I'm going to use my full movement of 30. I just need a...
Okay. And while that's going, or while Avenir's moving back, it's Dr. Boneless's turn.
Yay.
Where is even Dr. Boneless on the map right now?
I don't know. Where am I?
Isn't that him right behind who in his green?
I'm all the way over here.
Oh, you're right
yeah,
there.
all the way up there.
Oh, wow. Dr. Boneless is just hanging out in the back there.
I can't move
Dylan.
myself. Hold on.
Oh, wait, you shifted for a bit. Oh, got a headache.
I did. Hold on. I'm coming. Here I am.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeet!
You just hear this little scampering across the floor. Like,
I just... Dr. Bell's like Naruto running.
yeah, pretty much. With a giant backpack on, too. Okay. So, Doctor, what are you doing?
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the bear. Oh wait, no.
You
Wait,
can't
hold
hit the
on,
bear.
hold on. I have rope. We could tie some people up. Can we?
I don't think ropes would hold them.
I don't want to say the words that I was just about to say. Filter in the brain. I was just about to say something bad.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are you trying to do? Are you going to try and tie him up, or are you going to try and attack?
I don't want to tie the rope around its neck. That would be mean. I'll do Eldritch Blast.
All right. So, which one are you Eldritch? You can only Eldritch Blast the torturer, because otherwise you'd hit Jade.
Oh, well, so I guess I have to do both of my beams at him then?
Yep.
Okay, whatevs. I can do that. All right, so that's 2 beams. And that's the one I get to roll, and you don't have to roll any sort of save
Cool.
that you can beat, which
Yeah, so remember,
I haven't done anything.
both of those beams are with advantage, so roll 2 dice for each.
Okay, I will. Come on. Okay, one of them was a nat 20, and the other one was an 8.
Okay, so the nat 20 absolutely hits. Roll damage for that guy, and then double it.
Okay. That's 1d10.
Thank dog you didn't get a 1 because there are 2 Goliaths that are in the way.
Ooh, that's 10 damage, so 20 damage.
20 damage. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I did a full damage, doubled.
Okay. Coming
Thank you.
down to the end here, Odd.
All right. Even with everybody who moved away,
Hey, Serays. Yes, we are.
It's a raise.
Raise!
See you, mate.
I guess I'll just do Firebolt again because everybody's standing too close for me to do anything else.
All right, so Katrin, you're firing at the polar bear?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
14 plus. That's another dirty 20. I love this.
That
dice.
hits.
I
Roll
love
your
this
damage.
dice so much.
I love this song.
I love this song.
Put this on repeat.
Oh my god.
Nessie, that is a great perk about being an adult, yes. Hot cocoa, anytime
Yes, it
you want.
is.
The
11.
hot cocoa.
11 points of damage, okay.
Yeah.
Fish with marshmallows.
Oh.
You'll go wrong with that.
Okay. And now the last person in the order before the time sphere comes apart.
Hi.
Tyson.
I would like to make my way back with a certain friend, though, that I have reunited, well, somewhat reunited with. Just
You're gonna use your action to pull Jade away.
yeah, since that bear's about to unleash.
Getting big mad.
Roll another strength check, buddy.
I would like to roll with advantage this time. I did not
Okay.
learn my my first time.
Question for the DM.
Yeah.
This doesn't have to do with the current combat. People are asking about the shirts. What was the perk about buying the group shirt versus the individual?
The group shirt is an advantage roll that everybody can roll for, so it's high roll, low roll, and then the individual shirts are a potion for that person, so it's an extra value. Speaking of which, Dr. Boneless, Joey, you got another health potion because somebody purchased one of your shirts.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
are they from Fresno?
You got a fan out there.
No,
They are not from
it's
Fresno.
Ari.
Yeah, Ari.
Or,
Yeah,
it was Ari.
Oh,
Because she
and
bought a
wait.
shirt.
yeah.
Oh, I thought someone had another one, but thank you, Ari.
So yeah, okay.
And you can get those shirts at
Yeah.
exclamation merch.
And
What
we're
was
all
your
wearing
what was
our
your
shirts
strength?
back.
What was your strength roll?
The high one was 19, so that would be
That
Well,
okay.
that's-
You are able to
What a crap.
lift up Jade and walk her back. I would say probably about here. It won't let me pick.
sorry about.
Right about here.
Oh, okay. So around her.
Yeah. So you pull
Sweet.
you pull Jade. Well, you pull Jade back.
Will that use part of my bonus? 'Cause
That's
I'd like
that's
to-
your full action, but you do have your bonus action if you would like to down a health potion.
Yes, please.
You regain 17 points of health.
So
Pretty good. I've been rolling pretty well for you guys on that health.
Thank
You
you.
have. Thanks,
Thank you
bro.
Yeah, I very much appreciate it because
Okay.
I was almost dead.
All right, and now,
Hi, kitty.
so
Sorry, guys.
Jade sees some very interesting stuff happen here. So all of a sudden, you see the energy start to dissipate, and it at once all this blue energy shoots back into the shard of the time sphere, and it when it's in your pocket, pretty much, Kaylin.
Yeah.
And then all at once, spells, to Jade, all of these cuts, spells, and other things just blast this polar bear and this guy, knocking them both back and, in fact, shattering some of the polar bear's armor. you have no idea what just happened, but they instantly just get cut up and burned, and you just see all of the stuff hit them at once.
Welcome to the club, user.
And then immediately after, it is the polar bear's turn, and he's going to lunge forward.
He big mad.
And attack Jade. And he is pissed.
I'm very big mad.
I believe the words are.
And he's going to make 3 attacks against Jade.
Roll a 1.
Okay. So that one was a 26.
Oh darn.
The next one is also a 26. And the third one is a 15. So I think that one
2
misses.
hit.
So he's going to slash at you twice and hit. So I'm going to roll damage.
Do I get any save?
No, but I do believe you take some. Since you're enraged, you take a little bit less damage.
Damage, I believe. I believe in rage it is you take half damage.
Ah.
Nice.
14, first one. So it would normally be 32 points of slashing damage. But I don't know what your damage reduction is.
It should say on your character sheet.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to say it is Jade's turn immediately after that. And we'll return to the back of the top of the order again.
Trying to math. I hate math.
Me too.
All of us hate math.
I love math. I don't know what you're talking about.
Can confirm. Became English teacher.
Okay.
From what I know, all English teachers hate math.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So this bear is absolutely pissed
Yes.
right now.
I'm still in my rage, and I am going to just double the rage. I see this bear just mad as hell, and I'm just as mad as hell, and I'm gonna go attack it.
Okay. So you go
and I'm going to take a -5 for that extra damage.
All right.
Woo! That's a 19 on the die.
And I believe does that crit for you?
You crit as well, like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a crit. So you also add some bleed damage onto that, and you're
So that's
doubling
gonna
your
be a
damage.
30.
So
I love having 2 tanks.
It's so great.
so what's your
It's so
damage?
great.
Technically 3 if you think about how high my AC is.
That's true.
That's
Oh, I'm rolling damage right now.
I'm a tanky
Okay.
cleric.
Okay.
I'm actually the 4th highest HP.
12,
Yeah.
13, 14, 15, 16. 16 plus 5 plus 3, so 16 plus 8. Sorry, guys. 4 plus 10 is 34. Anything else? I think. Oh, and then I double it.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Wes.
Don't be
This might be
sorry.
the most damage I've ever done in my entire existence.
Kill me.
Oh,
How much damage?
Welcome to being a barbarian.
I just did 68 points of damage.
Oh
And
man.
Wow.
One.
And
She
you
was
were
killer
saying
man.
And that's one of your attacks, right?
Oh my god.
you were saying you couldn't match my 70 from the last session.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
68 points of damage, and that's
68
only
points of
one of your attacks.
Just one, yeah. So
That is brutal. Plus, you added the bleed from the
Oh, yeah.
critical hit.
which
Katie,
is-
please never leave us.
Stay with us.
Be in every session here from
Join
here
us.
on out forever.
Okay, so
Yes.
Yeah.
And the bleed is going to be the start of your turn, you take 2d8 bleed damage.
okay, 2d8 bleed damage on
Yeah.
the polar bear's
Do
turn.
you want to roll that or you want me to roll it?
I can roll it. It's fine.
Cool. Okay, next attack.
That's just
Not as amazing, but it is a
that
21.
wasn't even her final.
21
attack.
does hit.
Huzzah!
This wasn't even my final sword.
And that's gonna be... Oh, Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 10, 21.
21 damage.
And because I'm in a frenzy, I can use my bonus action to make a single melee attack.
Okay, go for it.
So I'm gonna do it again and hope for higher numbers. I'm gonna do it again. And of course the -5.
Yeah, that was an epic amount of damage. Like you've done, I think you're going to be doing over 100 damage this turn if this one hits.
That's amazing. That's gonna be a 26 to hit.
That hits.
And then,
I love this song.
Barbarians, everyone.
12 plus 8, 20? Dirty 20? Plus 10, 30.
So 30
30.
points of damage.
Play of the game.
This guy is
Killed
very,
a man.
very hurt.
Oh my god,
Hey,
are
we
you
got
serious?
is very,
119.
very hurt.
Mhm.
You've done 119 points of damage in one turn.
Gosh, I was gonna say you
Was that the
should-
guy or the polar bear?
The polar bear.
Yeah.
Now,
We're giving out extra actions just for Jade.
here's the thing, though. There's a special ability this polar bear has.
Oh no.
When it drops below a certain number of hit points,
It's gonna go ballistic, isn't it?
it automatically gets to go next.
Wait, what? What kind of
Before you do
is
that,
this?
Wes, there are
Shenanigans.
2 donors.
Yeah, we got 2 donations from Steve. Thank you for the player memory, and Ducat for the player memory. 1069, of course. Thank you guys so much.
Nice.
Oh, good.
All right. So
So we get the bear
thank
of
you
fish.
guys. So the bear is immediately going to go and use it has activated ability that he has called Primal Rage. When he
Is
gets
he Winston?
when he takes a certain amount of damage, he charges forward and will make furious swipes. But he does take 2d8 bleed damage first. So he's taken 7 points of bleed damage. He's very hurt. You guys can all tell, but he is going to. I need Jade to make I need Jade and Tyson to make a strength check.
Oh boy. Oh, I need to cross off my advantage. So
I get advantage because I'm raging.
Yep.
Rajay.
It's just strength save, but yeah.
strength save.
I'm also gonna roll.
This is giving me Monster Hunter vibes.
13? Is that gonna pass?
Or
What's up?
24.
Well, 24. Okay, you got a 24. So that is good enough. You were not knocked over. However, you are knocked back 10 feet as he charges forward into the... What was your strength check, Tyson?
13.
13. Okay,
So
so
I hit Tyson on my way back.
you do... the polar bear hits Tyson on the way back and knocks you to the side. Tyson, you're going to take... 4 points of bludgeoning damage and are knocked back into the wall over here on the left. This bear is going to charge through and is going to make a flurry of swipes and hits everyone in front of him.
Uncanny dodge.
You should probably do that, yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I am so
So
glad I'm
I am going to be
against
rolling
this wall.
attacks against Dr. Boneless, Kaylin, Jade, Tyson, and I believe Catherine. Yeah, you guys were all within that area.
I wasn't in front of him though. I'm against the wall.
I know you're diagonal to him. It's just like touching all of those people.
Oh.
So he's gonna make 3 attacks, and he's swiping at pretty much everyone.
Okay.
The first one is a 15 to hit. Who does that hit?
Just hit.
Well,
That's
you're
not
you're
hit.
far. You're not hit. You're not getting hit.
Oh,
Avenue
okay.
is far enough away.
It
So-
hits me.
Me.
So-
Yay!
Okay,
This
so
is me.
So
Doesn't hit
15 to hit on the first one. The second one is a 17 to hit.
Oh,
Also misses.
close. Doesn't hit me yet.
Beats.
and then we have a 26 to hit.
Oh, I
That
hate
one
that
hits.
song.
That's good.
I
All
get
right.
hit by one of them.
That does a damage.
So 15, what was it? 15, 17, and 26, right? Okay, so let's roll some damage for these.
I hate this song.
Yeah, you're
I
really
really
gonna
hate
hate
this
this part.
Oh,
Okay, so
This
The
is why I
first
invest in
attack,
being a tanky cleric.
their first attack does 19 damage.
okay.
So everyone gets hit by that. Gets hit by that.
Okay.
The second
Okay.
attack also does 19 damage.
I'm down.
And the third attack does 14 damage.
Dang, I just got all that health back.
Did we all just get TPK?
I
No.
didn't. I'm so.
What? Give me the damage again. Sorry.
19, 19, 14.
All right. Well,
And
let's
then
see.
the bear falls dead in front of you.
Yeah, little sh.
Hey,
What?
it lived long enough just to
Due
make
to
its
its injuries,
rude.
in its last breaths, it used them to attack you, and then it dies.
It was just the giant middle
belie-
finger before he goes.
hurrah.
All
no
of the
kidding.
burns and cuts, it succumbs to its injuries and crashes down to the floor in front of you.
What feat is that? Because I want to do that before my character dies. I just want to like hack, slash, die.
Chad is very upset that the polar bear is dead.
Are you guys
Very
as
upset that the
just?
polar bear is dead.
You guys should
Very
be.
upset.
Why are you guys just as upset that I'm down?
No, they were
its
rooting for
body
the
is
polar
in
bear.
front of you,
They're sad for
and
the
then
ice blue.
immediately after, the torturer is going to go, and seeing his bear fall, he's going to take off running.
I was like, is he
Aw.
gonna rage swipe us too?
Oh, someone. Wait. He's
He's a
in
coward.
my space. Do I get an attack of
No,
opportunity?
he's back here. The bear's
Okay,
the bear's up
Right.
here. So he's going to take off running.
We're
this
still
way.
in initiative order, right?
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is
we're
this is
half
this
dead,
is his
but okay.
initiative.
Okay.
He's running.
Y'all know that part in The Princess Bride where Prince Humperdinck just like freezes and then he just takes off running?
Yeah.
That part.
So he's gonna move his full movement away.
3 of us went down, right?
Yeah.
No.
And
I think
he's
I did. I was like, I did.
Only 2 of you did, because I only got hit by 1 attack.
he's gonna
Same.
he starts screaming for help.
Anybody want to get on that?
Do we break initiative order? Can I run after him?
No. So we're still in initiative order.
Dang it.
Next up we have Cody.
Someone throw bonus.
I'm
Yeah,
dead.
no, I'm immediately going to
down.
start chasing after him.
Oh, that's right. Sorry,
I'm
I
not
forgot.
even paying attention to anybody else. I don't care about anybody else. I'm just chasing after him.
Okay.
So let me see real quick.
So yeah, there's a wall here and
Yeah,
here,
just
so
wanna
you'd
see
have
how
to
far I
run
can
through
go.
this area, and then you could start running after him.
I can go 35. So yeah, I mean, I could technically get right up on him.
Okay.
I'm actually just going to go right about here. And I want to fire an arrow in a way, if it hits, that it will essentially cripple him and jam into his leg.
Okay, so you're trying to aim for his leg.
Yes.
My
I need
leg.
you to make a bow attack, but at disadvantage.
Okay,
Is there
can I
anything
use
for
one of my
specific?
advantages to cancel that out?
I would say because you're aiming for such a difficult part of the body that is constantly in motion. No, in this case.
Okay,
Actually,
that's perfectly fine.
they're yeah. Okay.
Okay, then I'll just do that. Alright, let me see.
Actually, they're chat advantage. Go ahead. Yeah, you can cancel it out and use your first roll.
Okay. That is a natural 20.
Wow.
By his
I
legs.
love that.
Okay.
Alright.
Roll some damage.
So let's see here. That is a total of 15 points of damage.
So how do you want to do this?
Oh!
Hey,
We
I was
do
hoping.
love
first
that
one of the
sound.
year.
I would be
So-
cheering if my character wasn't passed out.
Yeah.
Essentially, fun little fact about Kalen that some new people may not know is that he grew up in a forest surrounded by animals. So seeing an animal be forced not only to fight, but be killed in a fight, I would like the arrow to sink so far into his leg that he essentially falls over, and then just start running up and just stabbing him as hard as I can with a dagger repeatedly.
Okay. So you guys watch as Kalen takes off around the corner, and you hear the thwip of a bowstring fire, and you hear the cry of this Goliath torturer, and then you hear just repeated plunges of a dagger into somebody, and when you guys do inevitably round the corner, Kalen's face, hands, and chestplate will be covered in blood. Hey, we just got $100 donation for the player memory.
Yay!
Thank you so much, Marina.
Hey, Marina.
Thank you.
Marina.
Thanks, Marina.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much. I'm excited for this player memory too. This will be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be very interesting. But thank you so much. Holy crap! All right. So
excited.
we are now out of initiative order. What do you guys want to do?
So when
So there I was, passed out.
So when Kaylin comes back around, Avenir is just gonna stare and be like, "Did you get the keys?"
Oh, Kalen never came back around.
That
Ca-
didn't
oh.
phase.
Katrin,
Oh my-
go ahead and make a death saving throw since we're now out of initiative
All
order,
right.
and the
I-
first thing done was not heal you.
I put a healing potion.
It's too late. It's too late. I gotta
Yeah.
do it now.
Okay.
That's not like a 10 or something,
The
right?
thing is, Kalen never came back around the corner.
Oh, that's a nat
He's
20.
still
Do I just wake up?
kneeling on
You
his
are,
bed,
you know,
stabbing him.
you are stabilized, so you're not bleeding out anymore. But
Hey,
you're not,
okay.
you're not,
Okay,
You're still
okay.
unconscious.
I believe
Ira,
Dr. Boneless
hi.
is also
Ira.
unconscious.
Oh yeah, Dr. Boneless.
So that counts as 3 successes, then, right?
Death save.
Yeah, I gotta roll.
No,
We're
even if
rolling.
you succeed 3 times, you don't stop bleeding out. You stay in it.
You just stay.
I got a 7.
So you would fail your death save.
I put a healing potion in Dr. Boneless.
Okay, so you filter. You just dunk a potion into Dr. Boneless's mouth,
Shower.
and that happens. But yeah, so some crazy stuff has happened, especially for Jade here, who is definitely not used to time stopping. But you don't really know that's what happened. All you saw was just a flurry of everything explode around you.
Would you say we've taken about 10 minutes to heal and stuff?
If you
Did
if you
anyone
guys would like to
actually
do
heal?
that, if you guys would like to take a little rest to like start to try and heal up and do that sort of stuff.
I suggest hiding in one of the cells, or at least actually hiding away from everybody, just in case more guards come in.
Can I make a perception check to see if I hear anyone else coming this way, or
Go
if
for
there
it.
are any other guards?
Go for it.
All this is happening, and I'm still just repeatedly stabbing a man.
19.
Are you still stabbing a guy?
Oh, I'm still stabbing a guy. I'm pissed.
Oh, okay. So let's move your character up to where the body
19
was.
Wes.
19
did
for
you give
perception. You don't hear any
both of
other
us?
movement besides the prisoners in the cells and your group.
Okay.
I'm gonna move over to where Kaylin is, and while he's just stabbing away, I'm gonna look over this guy's body to see if he has anything on him.
The polar bear or the
guy.
The guy. Okay, so you've moved up to Kaylin now. Are you gonna say anything, or are you just gonna start searching him?
Just start searching.
Okay, so make an investigation check.
Also, Nisa, did you give Dr. Boneless the potion or both of us?
I have enough. Yeah, I also
No.
give Katrin one too.
I didn't know. I was like,
Okay.
Okay,
do I
so-
have
No,
someone
yeah.
give me a
So
potion?
Dr. Boneless gets a potion. Dr. Boneless, you regain 17 points of health. Katrin, you regain
Yay.
18 points of health.
The rogue is
God.
the healer.
Yeah. Okay, 17.
But
Okay,
The
so
cleric is busy.
first off, in his outstretched hand, you find a large brass key ring containing about 20 keys. And then it's a little hard to search the rest of the body while Kaylin is still stabbing him.
I'm gonna shoot Kaylin a menacing glare.
Okay.
Hopefully one that also
Intimidation.
dictates my my purpose for interrupting his stabby stab time.
Yeah.
Is that an intimidation?
Kaylin, are you going to cease the stabbing?
No.
He's very dead. Like, he's pretty much pulp at this point. Your knife is actually impacting the stone underneath.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he froze.
What'd you say? You cut out.
You cut out.
I said I'm essentially in a rage right now without being in a rage.
Okay, so he's pretty pissed off, but
I'm gonna look right at him and
Okay.
say, like...
So, roll intimidation.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. I would say that would pull you out of the mindless rage. You just get a glare, and it just kind of, like, snaps you back into reality from the anger of being quite so pissed off at this guy for forcing this bear to fight you.
Gonna kind of look over at him and say, don't you have something better you can be doing right now? And kind of looking over at his friends who are injured and could absolutely use his help.
A healer.
They also once it stops and you continue your search, you do also find a coin purse with 15 gold pieces.
Money.
Also, when she says, don't you have something better to do now, I just try and muster up a little magic to no success. What more do you want from me?
I'm just gonna carry on.
He also has a pretty much a flail whip. It's like a cat and nine tails, leather straps with small steel balls that are spiked on the end, and then he also has some studded leather armor.
Okay. And what happened to the prisoners? Have they fled?
No, they're kind of at the bars at this point, reaching out, like, help us,
Only
please.
3 of them were unchained because of me. I couldn't get to everybody yet.
Yeah.
I say out of
There-
character,
so,
I'm still waking up.
There are prisoners, like, you can hear, like, people were kind of murmuring before, but now you can see
Hey, Jade's joined me. Grave robbing.
this entire area now is open, and there are dozens of people locked in these cells.
I'm gonna go cell by cell, break every chain, tell them to flee.
Okay, so are you gonna try and break them, or are you gonna use the keys, or?
I have the keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I will use the keys.
Okay, so you're gonna go around the cells and you start fumbling through the keys, finding the key to each cell, and then unlocking the prisoners. What is everybody else doing at this time, or are you going to give the prisoners any instructions?
Could I check
Bear's
the
body-
bear for anything that might be, like, is there anything on the bear, like its position, on the armor or anything that might help us?
Make an investigation check.
Well, here's the thing. Just because it's been a month since we've actually played, did we have a plan as to, like, where we're gonna put, send the prisoners to?
I don't think
No,
you
I
got
don't think
around
we've
to
ever-
that part yet.
No, I don't think we ever
Yeah,
did.
because we're in combat.
I think the plan was to try and get them back into the tunnels.
Okay.
We didn't
That's
think
a good
about
one.
after this. I
Nope.
know.
That was never something you guys discussed.
We never did.
So you don't have
Okay.
you don't have a solid plan for that part.
Can
Me
I
and Edgar had a plan.
can I get up and start following Jade around, helping the prisoners?
Sure.
Oh, perception roll.
Like,
and
I woke up, so I can do that.
Yeah, you're up,
right
but you're
now.
still hurt. You're not like
Yeah.
Toss the keys.
Oh.
Toss the keys.
So was it perception I needed or investigation?
investigation.
And
17?
I mean, you investigate this bear. This bear has very clearly seen a lot of battles, and judging by something you've investigated, he has blood on his mouth. Looks like he may or may not have been fed someone recently.
Okay. We're gonna word it like that.
Oh my dog.
So,
I'm gonna toss Katrin the keys and spend the time that it takes for everyone to do all this as my short rest to regain some health.
And while Katrin has the keys, I'm going to use my thieves' tools just so we can cover more ground, setting other people free.
And as she hands me the keys, I ask her, Jade, did we think much past this part? What's the plan here?
So a short rest is an hour, by the way.
Oh, it is?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do we
It's
all
only
get
10
to...
minutes in Pathfinder.
Gotcha.
Do we all
yeah.
get to...
I'm just kneeling
take
down.
a potion instead then.
I'm just kneeling down and running a hand along the bear's fur, essentially.
I have some awesome healing potions.
Can I please... Yeah, I was wondering, can I please also use a health potion?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
You both use a health potion.
I too use the health potion.
All right, so who was up first? Who said it first?
I think it was Katie.
Katie,
I think
okay.
you were first.
Katie,
Yeah.
you regain 12 points of health. Oh, no, you regain 13 points of health.
Nice.
Tyson, you regain 12 points of health. And Avenir, you only regain 9 points of health, unfortunately.
That's something.
Nice, thanks, bro.
Better than what you were at.
Yep, thank you.
But while they down their potions after she hands me the keys, I ask Jade, what was the plan after we
Thank you for subscribing, Marlon.
unchain them? Do we tell them to run or?
Yes, we tell them to run. They can go back to their lives or they can go through the tunnels.
I will say, just something as the DM, Jade, these aren't Goliaths.
So they need to
There is a cell on the right over here. This is the only cell with Goliaths in it. The rest of these are humans, elves. They're the people from
there's more down
Navad
there.
that were taken
Oh.
prisoner.
Okay.
Just-
Then
just
instead of
as a-
telling them to
Just
flee-
as a reminder, because I know it's been a few weeks.
Yeah, thank you. Instead of telling them to flee, I'm going to tell them to follow us. And I would like to lead everyone back to the tunnels because Edgar took the rest of the group to go cause a distraction.
Yeah,
So
I'm just gonna
hopefully
reveal
our
this
path out.
entire prison now.
we make
someone turned
our
on
we
the
make
lights.
our rounds to each cell and gather everyone up
Same.
Mm-hmm.
in a group and
Now-
tell them to follow us.
There is a cell
Okay.
that has 3, what seems like very well-dressed Goliaths in it. Every other cell looks like people from Navad.
Is either Jade or Tyson?
Isn't it
with
Tyson
me?
or Jade near?
I was like, is Tyson or Jade?
I mean,
with
you
me?
guys
Am I
would have been
right?
pretty much all together going around with this sort of stuff. Jade, you would have seen into this cell. You would have seen that there are Goliaths in there. There are 3 Goliaths.
I'll stop her putting the key into their lock real quick and go up to the bars.
Okay.
Who are you?
And an elderly Goliath walks forward. He's like, you're the one we've been hearing stories about. The one who fights against the crown. We do not agree with the new king's ways, and protested some of his barbaric treatment of the people outside. We were thrown in here as punishment. I believe we are to be executed.
Wish to join the rebellion?
I will admit I don't think I'm quite old enough to fight in any more wars. However, your movement does have the support of some of the people in this city still, though it may not seem like it.
Well, then we shall escort you out to safety.
The other 2 are sitting there. The other 2 are the other 2 are sitting in there. 2 of them are old men. One is a little bit younger, and the old man just says, "Oh, thank you so much, but I fear I will not be able to return home now. I will have to flee the city."
Well, we'll make sure that you have the necessary equipment and items that you need for your journey.
Thank you very much.
I'll
All right.
point at the younger one.
Uh-huh.
You there. You able to fight?
He just looks up at you and says, Sorry, I'm not much of a fighter. And then just looks back at his hands again.
All right, I'll nod to Katrin to open the thing.
Okay.
I unlock the gate here. If you wish to follow us, then I guess follow us.
All three of them stand up. Everybody is, all of the people are gathering near the staircase, which is over here. All right. And, yeah. You've gathered up all of the people. Pretty much all of their belongings have been taken. You have about 25 refugees, as well as the 3 Goliaths. So you have 28 people in tow.
I turn to Jade again, and any idea how to get them back without being spotted?
You're muted, I think, Katie.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now
There we
you're
go.
Okay, hang on.
Hey, Nisa. Just dropped 50.
Hey, Nisa, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You didn't have to do
course.
that. I appreciate it. Thank
I know
you.
I didn't have to. I wanted to, and also my paycheck just finally came in.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, guys, we're really close. We're at 195.69 out of 250 for the player member. And it's funny, the bear's health actually got dropped down to exactly 69 at one point too. And I was gonna say something, but I was like, I can't. It's gonna give away how much HP it has left.
Still nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright.
So
So I had just said, how do we plan on getting them back without without anyone noticing?
I can't promise that we won't be noticed, but hopefully Edgar has made some headway up top. Tyson, I don't know why you're hanging in the back. Get up here.
Oh,
Katrin's face just kind of giggles a little bit.
Easy. I just almost got roasted before. I'm trying to heal up.
I noticed.
What do you need?
It seems that
you almost died. Really?
Yes, how
Yeah, because someone used
unfortunate
that
for
little
you.
magic and burned me.
All right,
like the
children,
rest of
you
us
are
did as
all
well.
beautiful. Let's get to the plan.
Sorry.
you see some of the refugees like staring at you guys and whispering amongst themselves as you argue.
All right, Jade.
I need two of you.
what do you need?
Dr. Boneless is among one of them.
I need 2 of you in the back. The refugees in the middle. Tyson and I will take the front. We will try to go unnoticed, but if we are noticed, it is the job of the 4 of you, she points at the rest except Tyson, to lead these people back to the tunnels. And Tyson and I will fend off anyone we need to.
Before we go, is there any like uniform armor that we, Jade and Tyson can pick up so that we can kind of disguise as?
Oh yeah, because we took out some guards, so we could take their armor.
There are a bunch of guards here, yes. However, that would also equipping their armor would also mean having to carry your own if you would like to keep it with you. Otherwise, you will be discarding the armor that you're wearing.
Ooh, I've got some goods-ish.
Yeah. I'm
Anyone
not
care to
gonna do
carry some heavy armor?
I don't think
Yes.
I can.
The 2 half elves, the 1 full elf, and the 1 deep gnome.
If only we had
We'll
We'll carry
something
the
that
2
had-
Goliaths heavy armor.
If only we had something in this area that
Thank
could
you for
carry
the
all
cheers,
that. And
Crispy Cheeto.
Yeah.
Kalen motions to the bear.
Magic. Can someone do magic? Give us like what looks like it's the armor.
Yeah, does anyone have prestidigitation?
Yes.
Actually, I do.
Oh. Speaking of segues.
You could disguise one of our armor then.
1.
Yeah.
Can you do 2?
No.
Look at that kitty.
Hello, Iro.
Iro.
I roll.
Prestidigitation only works on like one thing at a time.
I would say put it on Tyson because Jade has a cloak and has been slipping in and out of the kingdom for a while. So
It'll
maybe
be kind of unrecognizable. I got you. Yeah. Tyson gets the voodoo. I won't say it in character because I know they're gonna give me a hard time. The voodoo me up.
Okay, so and this is out of character still. Just so y'all know, prestidigitation is like a small effect.
it can disguise your clothes, though, right?
I used like the actual. I have minor illusion. That can disguise something in a 5-foot cube, which he's too tall for. I can disguise myself, but I don't think I can disguise other people.
Okay. All right.
So all those, I could use any of that on me or small things, but I can't disguise just him.
All right. So what are you guys going to do? Because you got a bunch of people just very anxiously awaiting to get out of here.
I have a question for you, Wes.
Yeah.
Is this just like torches that's lighting this dungeon?
Yes.
Okay. Then knowing that information, Kaylin just kind of looks around and obviously just notices the torches. I can't do much, but I can give you about a minute.
What's your plan, Kaylin?
What?
I have a small, very small amount of magic left surging through me. I can at least make it somewhat dark in here.
We're about to go upstairs.
I can do this anywhere.
Can you darken the sun?
Well, it is nighttime
Probably
still.
not
You guys,
that.
you guys did move in. You guys did move in the middle of the night. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So if we can get them out of this building, we should be all right.
We'd be all right then.
Well, I'm pretty sure we took out every guard that was already in this building, but perhaps if we do come upon one, that is something we could consider.
Well, the
But we
faster
need
we
to-
move, the better.
Yes,
All
we
right.
need to.
As I said, I can't do much. I only have about enough for a minute, so the faster we move, the better.
Let's go. Should we
Alright.
address the wait? We gotta tell the prisoners
Address
about
the whole
this.
Everybody
what?
follow them.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to make an announcement. We gotta get out of here quick.
First
So
announcement of the year.
don't fall behind or you get left behind. Capiche?
Capiche.
Do I
think you
hear-
just-
Can I get a capiche from the group?
Why do
You
we all
all
get
capiche?
talk?
We should keep our voices down.
Just go.
Jade's just
Alright.
up the stairs already.
One of the women who was imprisoned here. Excuse me, are we going to leave soon?
Just, I'm just motioning them along at this point.
Yeah,
Just
Jade's
ignore-
already up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
ignore him.
Tyson's already made a move up.
So you
with,
guys are all
Jason's
you guys have all
way.
moved upstairs. If I-
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
With, I guess.
Well, before we
the
do,
four of
I'm
us
going to walk
bringing
over
up the
to
back.
the polar bear.
Okay.
So before we walk up, I'm going to walk over to the polar bear, and I'm assuming its eyes are still open despite it being dead. I'm just going to like gently close its eyes as a way to just be like, you are at peace now.
All right. So I'm gonna move you guys over here.
The room where things went.
Horribly.
The room where it happened.
What? You weren't in the room where it happened. There's not a giant holder.
So going up the stairs with you and your group, you are now in this little area over here.
I run outside.
Like,
All right.
how did we get over there?
Where did my body go?
I blew a hole right here.
Yeah.
Oh, over there.
We're not
Okay,
gonna
I
worry
couldn't
about the
find where we
spacing
were.
at this moment.
Oh
Oh,
well.
okay.
Okay.
I'm
Still
gonna
counts.
go outside and hope that Tyson follows close behind.
Okay. So you guys, well, you're gonna have to move through this complex
Okay.
because you are coming up in an area that you did not. Go
Yeah,
down.
because we
go
blew a hole.
down.
Oh,
Who did that?
I'm.
I mean,
Gonna take a peek, see, like around here.
Okay, so you're gonna go through this door, and this
Oh, look, it's
reveals like
open.
a little common area over here. It looks like guards'
It's
quarters.
nice and cozy.
All right. And so you're gonna go out into this area.
I'm gonna stealth. Am I able to stealth and
Roll,
then go
roll, yeah, roll stealth.
in? Okay. Ooh, nat 19 plus 9, so that's a 28.
28. Okay, yeah, you're stealth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So,
And anybody else can be doing things at this moment as well.
So I go in and I just try to see if there's anybody or if there's another exit.
Okay. So you walk into this hallway.
Mm-hmm. Wait, is this room and this connected or?
Yeah, the white things are doors.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So go over. I'm still stealth, but like gonna go over here and just kind of peek through and just see if there's anyone else. If there's anybody else in the hallway.
Which one are you picking through?
Over here.
So you pick through that door. You don't see anybody immediately right now.
Okay. Gonna walk out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go over here.
Can I follow like a bit behind her, just kind of waiting for her to give the nod, but like staying out of sight?
If you would like to, yeah.
Okay.
The Mission Impossible theme plays.
Yeah.
Ye old Mission Impossible.
Like maybe just like for flavor text, since Avenir was able to teach Katrin like rogue stuff. It's like I kind of do like thieves can't, and I just kind of like motion for her and just be like,
okay.
It's safe so
right.
far. Yeah. So I turn the corner, I give her the signal that it's safe, and then
I turn around and in turn also kind of give the come on.
Okay.
With everybody.
So
we're
which way
kind of
are you going
making like
now, Avenir?
a very stretched out line.
Which way is Avenir going now?
So I'm just assuming, like, since over here was the exit, I'm gonna try to go over here and see.
Which one?
Like, over here.
All right. So you open up this door, and these are certainly guards' quarters.
Is there anybody in there?
Not right now, but make an investigation check.
If anyone went ahead, I would definitely be up there.
11.
11. Things look rustled around, but you can't really tell if anybody's been here recently.
Okay. Yeah, Avenir's gonna turn over to James. Like, I can't tell if this is recent or if this was before our grand entrance.
It doesn't matter. We need to get these people out. We need to move forward.
All right. Well, there's
Let's keep going.
I point over. It's like there's a door right here.
Yes.
Let's go.
Right.
And hopefully everyone else is kind of following.
Yeah,
this.
I would imagine that they're following.
Sorry, I should
yeah,
have said
you
that
guys
would
are
be
leading them along. But yeah, you've found a door. Yeah, you found a door here.
Is it a push door or a pull door?
Oh, no.
You know what?
And walking out there, you actually see there is a group of guards over here assessing damage and like checking on some of the bodies.
Over where?
Oh, right over here. Like
Where the dead bodies are.
From this area, you can see that there are people over here like looking around.
Okay.
But we knew that the door to my north is the way out, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the way out. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of look back at Avenir and just say, guide these people out. Tyson and I will handle this.
All
and
right.
hoping that they'll at least move everyone in the shadows while we go fight.
May I suggest something maybe a little less violent? I have a plan.
That's pretty big coming from you right now.
Trust me on this.
Kaylin, are you with us? Or are you,
also,
you're
Kaylin,
in the
you're
wrong
still
room?
covered in blood.
Yes, I am. No, I'm gonna say that Kaylin moved forward. I just didn't move his piece. Let me do that
Okay.
real quick.
Don't really have time to discuss plans. How quickly can you
I
tell
can
us?
do this instantly. Just trust me on this. That's all I need you to do.
Okay.
I am going to use thaumaturgy to make the sounds of ominous whispers coming from away from us.
Okay.
So on the opposite side of where the guards are.
Okay. So all right. So you cast that spell, and let me just roll for him real quick. They are indeed distracted. So they turn and they pull out their weapons and they start searching.
Oh, I can only do this for a limited amount of time.
All right. I guide everybody out.
Yeah.
Go,
All right.
go, go, go.
So
Now,
you
I'm gonna move forward though and kind of stand.
Feel like a barrier as well.
Yeah. Tyson and I will just kind of like stand in between, but maybe up against the wall so they can't see us, like out of their sight.
Oh, true. Like one on one side, one on the other.
Yeah, and hopefully the rest of the crew is leading these people out so that maybe we could slip past them.
Okay. So those people who are slipping past, roll stealth checks.
I will do that with advantage.
While they do that, we are less than $50 away.
Hey. And Jay Lucker, thank you for subscribing for 8 months in a row.
Love that.
I
That's
thought I'd
a
round it to
24
200.
stealth.
Did anyone roll below a 13?
No.
I haven't rolled yet, so give me just a second.
Okay.
I also haven't rolled yet.
I was like, I got a 24.
Let me
I got
see
an
what
18.
What is my
Nice.
stealth?
18.
I got a 19. So
All
I'm
right,
good.
so everybody's good. Okay, so you guys are able to stealth out of this area and into the courtyard with the walls and the large gate. You ferry everyone out the doors of the prison. Some of them are injured. Some of them have clearly been beaten and questioned. So they're moving a little slower.
Once we see the last person go through the door,
Mhm.
I'm gonna motion for Tyson to head to the door.
Okay.
And hopefully we both make it through the door.
Yeah, you are able to make it through the door.
And then what's on the other side of the door?
The other side of the door is the courtyard that you entered through. So you entered through the large gate. There are the walls surrounding the prison and the guardhouse. And there's the large wooden and iron gate that is still raised out of the way.
I'm more or less asking, is there anything Tyson and I might be able to lift together to put in front of the door we just exited?
What
Okay,
you
so
thinking?
there. Let me just imagine this in my head really quick. There's There are some supplies in the courtyard, like big barrels of stuff. Looks like some of the stuff that they were searching through on the inside. Jade would know that they also use this area to search for contraband when people ship things in. It's pretty much their legal way to confiscate goods and materials so they don't have to pay anyone for them. But there is a bunch of stuff in the courtyard that you could potentially move in front of the doors.
Right. So I'm just gonna start moving them.
Okay. So you start picking out barrels, and some
yeah,
of them
and
have
put
like
'em in front of the door.
liquid, stuff like that in them. But yeah. So Tyson, are you gonna help with this as well?
Yeah.
All right. So seeing Jade go and lift stuff, Tyson also starts to help. You guys move stuff
I
and
make
block the doors off.
Can I make a perception check of the courtyard, see if there's anything that could be bad?
The courtyard. Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay, I will. Okay, that is a 21.
21. Yeah. So Dr. Boneless, it's actually good that you did that because around the corner, not outside of the front gate, but around the corner, seems like maybe a street away, you are starting to hear armored footsteps, what sounds like a large group of soldiers headed in this direction.
Okay, I am going to do something. I'm going to disguise self as a Goliath guard. One of the guards like we've seen.
Uh-huh.
Just in case.
Okay. Use disguise self.
And okay, and I'm going to let Jade
Do you have a
and
spell slot for
Tyson
that?
know. No, I don't have to do a spell slot.
Oh,
I can
cool.
do it at will.
The funny thing is,
so-
though, you're still only like 3
Yeah,
feet
you're
tall.
you're very tiny Goliath.
Very
Child
What?
Goliath.
Hold on.
Remember, you can only go like a foot up or a
You
foot
can
down.
only change appearance. Yeah, you can't go too far.
Okay, well.
I didn't make you 3 feet tall. You did that all yourself.
Go be a child.
Wes, don't remind me.
Okay.
Wait, does that mean she can be 4 foot? Could there be like a little like
you
law
could
that
yeah,
she
remember
was just
because last time you
unfortunately
changed into a
short?
child Goliath?
Yeah, I remember that.
You can say that you unfortunately got the.
What's the donation
short
status?
straw.
Oh, yeah, Steve donated $5. Thanks, buddy. We are at $269 right now.
Nice.
Or $200.69.
Well,
so
if the guards come by,
$49.31 away.
$4.50.
if the guards come by and they wonder why there's a group of prisoners and 2 Goliaths and 1 very small Goliath, then I will talk myself out of the situation for us.
Yeah, and I think Jade would also put on a front of being a member of the guard, but higher up. So
well, you also know that under Jaden, no women are allowed to fight or be trained.
Right.
It's a good thing I'm a big burly man.
I'm a man.
You're very big,
Patricia.
Dr. Boneless.
Patricia.
Okay.
Patricia.
Well, if we're hearing these people coming, I think Jade, once they bar the door, will kind of look to Tyson. And are they walking right towards us? Do we have time to move?
They are walking in this direction, but it sounds like they're marching, not running.
Okay.
They like
But
around
also,
the
Dr.
corner or
Boneless
a
has
wall.
not let anybody else know about this yet.
I was about to. I had been interrupted by people who were trying to foil my plans.
I'm sorry
I don't
that
know what you're talking about.
I can't cheat for you
Can't
with
make
your
you
spell.
Oh,
Come
Does
on.
anybody have enlarged person?
I wish.
I almost yeah.
All right. So
I regret it.
What are you doing? You guys,
let's
these people are
go.
just standing in this courtyard, kind of cold, shivering, and terrified, and they're waiting on you guys.
Dr. Bones, tell us yet.
It doesn't matter. I look like a small Goliath guard.
You look like a small Goliath guard. So you've transformed.
We're gonna play a hint. Just come in just now.
Ooh, a player hint
Ooh.
from Hans Kate. Very nice.
Ooh.
Thank you very much.
That might be perfectly timed.
Although
I do have an idea.
but yeah. So everybody make perception checks at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
I will do that.
I got a 17.
Well, you don't need to because you already know they're coming.
I got a 22.
You have not said anything, so none of the other people know.
4.
Oh shoot.
20.
Sorry, what are we rolling
Everybody
for again?
above a 17, you hear these marching footsteps now even closer than when Dr.
So-
Boneless originally heard. They're very close.
Is the courtyard like surrounded with walls?
Yeah, the courtyard is surrounded with walls.
coming
So
behind
if
a
you
wall.
would imagine that the door is in front of you guys, right outside the guardhouse, you know that you're in the city, so surrounded by streets. If you're facing the exit gate, they are about a street over behind to your right. And you can hear those footsteps coming. They're echoing off of the walls, and you can hear them getting closer and closer and closer.
I'm still stealthed, right?
Yeah, but the
I believe
20
we
people...
all are.
Like, I would still be stealthed,
but
right?
almost 30 people you're protecting are not.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I hear them go out the gate towards them while stealthed and cause like an illusion, like a diversion
I
behind
was gonna
them?
say, is there a way
You
you
can
can
try.
create a
You can
sound
try and do that if
in
you would
another
like.
area?
Okay, I can do a sound and a physical, something that looks physical. Can I make it look like one of the roofs of a building behind them is on fire and then like make the sound of someone yelling, "There's a fire!"
Help! There's a fire! This is totally legit.
Yeah.
they're not a
How
trail.
big can you make
Wait.
the illusion?
It's a 5x5 square
So you can make a 5x5 square of flames. It looks like
of
flames.
like flames and smoke, but like
Okay. So
make it to where they can't
so
tell how big.
you run out the front gate around the corner and you make it look like one of the houses that they're passing through is on fire.
And like I make the sounds of like someone screaming for help.
Okay.
Behind the soldiers.
You're doing this still stealth, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And let
Okay.
me know what everyone else is doing because you do that and immediately one of the guards yells out, "2 of you men get in there and try and help them. The rest back to the guard post." So about 35 or about 32 guards are still marching toward the guard.
And as they walk past me while I'm stealth, I'm just going.
I'm gonna.
They're not walking
Tyson.
past you yet. They're not quite there.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to Tyson. We need a distraction. I'm gonna have to go and distract them while you lead everyone back through the tunnels. Do you understand?
You're on mute.
Steve's on mute.
Yeah.
But
I
also,
didn't realize I
just
bumped my mic.
just a history thing. They don't know the ways around the tunnels. You do. So even if they make it back to the house, you know that they will not be able to navigate the tunnels without either you or Edgar.
But that's the risk Jade would take.
That's true.
At least saving them to get them in the tunnels and hoping that Edgar's still alive, or at least one of her men, to be able to guide them eventually. At least the odds are greater
For sure.
in her head that way.
Would Avnir be able to make a history check?
Actually, yeah, I mean, we did get led through the tunnel, so we could possibly
like a
know our way
reverse.
through.
Yeah, possibly.
I'm gonna do the same.
So, are you guys beginning to start to lead the people yet? Or are
Yes.
they just still
I
sitting in the
immediately, as soon as I
courtyard
hear them.
as they have been for the past 5 minutes?
No, as soon as I hear them, the guards marching forward, I'm going to begin to move the people.
Okay.
But as soon as they get close enough, but before they're able to see the people and the tunnel, Jade is going to cause a diversion.
Okay. What are you planning to do? Or
How
what are
high
you
are
trying
these
to do?
walls?
What'd you say?
How high are these walls?
They're pretty tall. These are about 3-story buildings, construction with brick and things like that. Yeah, and the street that they would be coming down is actually more of like an alley around the side of the complex. And there's about, I don't know, I'd say about 15 feet of space in the alley, maybe
Okay.
20 on in width.
I've got great athletics, though. Could I scale the wall and hop over to the other side and end up behind them?
That would be acrobatics, more than likely. You can definitely try. Are you trying to scale the wall on the outside or the wall on the inside of the guard post?
I want to scale the wall, and at like the top of the wall, probably like throw something down at them.
Okay.
So I need to be on whatever wall is closest to them.
Okay.
To basically cause a diversion, I want to be toward the back so that they all kind of look at me while everyone else is getting the prisoners to the tunnel.
Okay.
Speaking
so
of that, I rolled for that history check and I rolled a nat 20.
Okay. So I nat 20. That's pretty good. I mean, that's obviously the best that you can possibly roll.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect it to do anything crazy because I mean, we've only been through the
You
tunnel
know
once.
the exact path back to the tunnels, but as far as the exact path within the tunnels, you only remember specific points, and those are only the parts with markers, like a collapsed area or things like that. The rest of the place is unmarked. So it's very, very tough even for you to remember because you're used to navigating via forests, things like that. An underground catacomb system is a little tougher.
That's fine. I didn't expect it to do anything crazy for the tunnels because, I mean, like I said, we'd only been through there once anyway.
Yeah. All right. So you go out. What was your acrobatics?
I haven't rolled it yet because before I climb up, I want to look at Tyson and say, there's a possibility I won't make it back from this, but it is important that you get every single prisoner back to safety. Find Edgar. Do whatever you can to keep them safe. You must lead these people.
You got it, Jade. Just promise me one thing.
What?
I hope to see you again soon. And hopefully One Piece.
All right. The
Wow.
guards are approaching the side wall
All right, here it comes.
at this point.
Ooh, that's a nat 20!
Nat 20. Okay.
Hey.
Yeah. You look over and you just see Jade, like, scramble up the side of this frickin' building, ending up on the roof. right before the guards round the corner.
I have hand axes. I just want to start chucking them.
Okay.
It adds emphasis on the
Also,
yeet.
on top of the
You
roof,
get
there's a
it.
bunch of very thick slate tiles.
That too. Whatever does
Okay.
the most damage.
Damage.
So, the way the roof is
You get an
slanted,
axe.
if... make an investigation check real quick, because I can give
Are
you
you
a little piece of information.
able to pull a Home Alone where, like,
Yes.
Kevin
Yes,
just
I am.
throws all of those bricks?
Okay, that's a 19.
19. Okay, so yeah, the way that it is angled, the giant like stone panels that are on this roof are that the roof is actually angled into the alley. So you know that if you smash some of the ones at the very top of that angle, you could actually
It'll all
cause a
come
chain reaction to slide all of it down.
Yep, I do that.
Okay, so roll
my might.
just roll an attack, like a sword attack.
Yeah, here it comes. Oof. Ooh. Okay, that's gonna be a 29.
Yeah. So
Nice.
you, like, everyone is guiding these people across the street away from the guards, and you just hear Jade yell on top of this roof. And Tyson, you've looked up and you see a sword smash down. And as these guards enter this alley, this entire roof full of stone and slate roofing collapses on top of them, effectively
God.
killing about 5 or 6 of them and burying several others. But the alley is now like blocked off with stone and bodies, and you just hear yelling and screaming. There's a lot of people that are injured, but they are extraordinarily distracted at this point. Like, they are trying to unbury people and things. They are not going to notice your progress.
While that's happening, Katrin sees them start to leave with all the people, so she starts to follow them, but as she's doing it, she's watching, turning around and going,
She's so cool.
I parkoured up that wall.
You did. Okay, so now what are you going to do, Jade? Because they're all leading people back to the abandoned building where the tunnels lead into.
If they have cleared the guards,
They've cleared the guardhouse now and have cleared across the other side of the street.
great. Then I will just jump down from the wall on the side that the guards aren't on and follow behind the rest of the gang, because the guards are obviously distracted.
Okay.
Just a little.
So yeah,
Just
you
a little.
so just make an
Crush.
acrobatics check for me for like getting down off of the roof.
That is a 17.
Okay, 17. Yeah, you're able to like it's definitely not as quickly or as perfectly as you climbed up, but you were able to climb down without any injury, and you're able to rejoin the group.
And she doesn't even like have a bead of sweat dripping down her, but she just pops up right behind them all.
Yep, she just shows up, and after that speech with
So-
Tyson, it's probably
I
a
know, I
little
thought that was going to
surprising.
be like a lot more heroic, but it's okay.
Also, Kate, I forgot to ask, who did you want to give the player hint to?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can give it to any of us.
But while you're deciding that, so you guys enter into this old abandoned building that you came out of, now with quite a few more people that you came with. And
Just a few.
whoever wants to make a perception check.
I'll
Alright.
make perception, yeah.
I'll select your roll as well.
Oh, that's a nat one. I don't see a thing. I'm
Oh, yeah,
blind.
perceptive thing. 7.
22.
Okay.
11.
dirty 20.
All right, so everybody above a 16, you hear like inside of the house, like a kind of a deep breathing, like a pained breathing, and in a corner you see Edgar, and he's bleeding from his side, but it's been bandaged, and he's got 3 of the other operatives with him, helping him, but he's been injured.
I push through everyone to Edgar. What happened?
Oh, just got a scratch. It's fine. I'll be all right.
It doesn't look
It's
like a
just-
scratch. Can you walk?
Yeah, I can walk. Like, trust me, I've had way worse. And
How
you can,
how bad does it really look?
you can see, even though he's bandaged, the blood is kind of going through his fingers. Like, he's still bleeding.
I'm gonna pull out a potion from my
Hit me
belt,
to it.
and I'm gonna basically just throw it in his mouth.
Okay, so he like is surprised at first, and then realizes what you're doing. It's just like, that is better. Thank you. And you see that the bleeding has begun to stop. He releases his hand, and you can see that it was probably a 4-inch slice into his side. Like, this was, like, any further, and you probably would be planning a funeral. But the healing potion has sealed up the wound.
Sorry.
He's still definitely hurt, but he is not in danger of bleeding out anytime soon. Hey, Sammy Siren donated $6.90. Thank you.
And that's quite about the 69.
Yeah, it is.
Got him.
I'm just gonna kind of slap him on the shoulder and say, "We've come this far. I can't lose you."
Oh, don't worry. You know I'm way more stubborn than that. And he like, kind of like reaches up for help. Like,
I pull him up.
All right, you pull him to his feet, and he's like, "Well, there's quite a few new faces," and then his vision just stops, and you see him glaring at something.
At.
Uh,
What's wrong?
Is
What
this
is
a
it?
family reunion I'm about to have?
Edgar, what is it?
You just see him like, he doesn't say anything. He
I turn to
dashes
look at what he's looking at.
forward, draws his dagger, and shoves it into the throat of the young Goliath.
What? Why?
What the f?
And
I
to
need
the
to-
horror of everyone, and he like falls to the ground as this guy is choking, bleeding through the thing, and he starts like kicking him from the floor, but is clearly in pain.
I'm gonna go up to Edgar then and kind of grab him by his collar and throw him back.
So he gets thrown back. Ow!
What are you doing?
Assassin!
He was an assassin. What about these other two?
He like kind of looks up and is like, "Oh, they look okay. Ow.
How'd you know?
How?
Explain later. Can we go now?" And you can tell that like impact really like sent a shockwave through him, but like he clearly like pushed past some pain barriers in order to do that.
Yep.
What does everybody else want to do? Ooh, Marina just donated $42.41 to the Marina! Thank you.
Marina! Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Oh, we hit it right. 250.
Yeah, we hit it.
Yay!
Yay!
I think we're $1 off or $2 off.
Wait, no, 207.59.
Someone do the math. Quick,
250.
not me.
Yeah,
I did math wrong a second ago.
250.
Oh no, we hit it.
Did we?
207.59.
Yeah, we hit it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yay!
Okay, thank you guys so much.
Marina did the math right.
You did
Good,
the math
really
right. You
good
did do the
work.
math right. I did the math wrong.
That's
There's a lot
what
going on.
A little bit.
Yeah, but Edgar is like laying on the ground, just like, okay. Can I get up now? Please don't throw me
I
again.
pull him up.
All right. Oh.
I'm just gonna stare at the two and be like,
Oh.
would you like to lead the way?
Can I
Show me the way.
just check in for something real quick? And he like
Katrin's staring
holds his,
between Edgar and the dead guy. Going, are we?
and everyone is horrified, and they all like take a step back away from Edgar, and he's just like, all right. And he like looks through the guy's belongings. He finds a dagger, a vial of poison, and a tracking sigil.
No.
Oh.
Eat it, break
And
it.
he just shakes his
Edgar.
head. Damn it.
We haven't been far. You stopped him in time, Edgar. That was a good call.
It was
How easy
lucky.
is it to find your base in these tunnels from here?
It was lucky.
They may not know where this is yet. Give it to me.
He hands you the leather sigil. It's like on a leather sheet almost like a leather-bound, the cover of a leather-bound notebook, and it has a sigil on it.
Take these people back to base. I'm gonna quickly double back behind a little bit and look outside of the tunnel. And
Perception check.
Yeah. 19.
With your 19, I'm assuming that you have, is that a 19 on the dice? Or
yes.
19 in total? Okay, so plus your perception, that brings you over 20, I'm assuming. You noticed 3 cloaked figures in the street. What looks like they're watching.
Me?
The building.
Oh, they're looking at the building, but not me. Like,
They
not where I am?
they see you, but they when you poke your head out, you kind of just step back into the shadows a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to.
Just realize I'm still holding my side.
I'm just gonna kind of roll, or toss the tracker out, and continue through the tunnels.
All right. Edgar just kind of looks to you. Anything?
They know we're in here. I think what we need to do is get these people back, and we need to close these tunnels. We need to block off the route. Yeah. We'll have to blast the rock or something, but
we'll take care of it. And he looks to some of the other the operatives that are there, and they hang back, and you see them start to pull out flint and steel and things, and they're gathering together old pieces of wood and inside of the house, and they're and he just kind of looks to them and just torch it all, and they start lighting the dilapidated house on fire.
We'll have to find a new way in.
This is the 3rd route that they've found.
I know.
Will Tyson, because obviously he was royalty, would he know all of the other ways to get in?
No.
From memory?
You don't these are ancient.
Yeah.
So they start lighting the house on fire. And they kind of nod to Jade and Edgar, and Edgar's, all right, I'll lead everyone back. And he's still holding his side. He's clearly in pain still, and he's limping a little bit, but he starts to lead you all back to the base. And he stops to look at Tyson. You better be the real deal. And looks and keeps going.
What an insinuation he just made.
Katrin's following along behind him and just looks up at Tyson after he leaves and goes, no pressure.
Oh, yes, none at all.
All right. So, you guys are in the tunnels.
Leading everybody back, yeah.
Going around a bunch of the twists and turns, you see Edgar feeling on some of the walls. It doesn't look like there's anything there, but probably after navigating this place for years, he's discovered a few tricks to remember how to get around. And then he looks to the 3. He stops at a support beam. It looks like wooden support beams. They look rather new, actually. And he tells the operatives to knock it down after everybody has moved forward. They start chopping at the wooden support beam, and then they kick it over and begin to sprint as the tunnel behind you starts to collapse.
Years of work.
And that is especially frustrating for both you and Edgar, Jade, because you had spent years clearing out some of these tunnels in order to make routes into the city. It's another blow to the campaign against the False King, as that was one of the best routes you had to get close to the castle. All right. So after about another 30 minutes of trekking, you reach the underground lair in which you guys have set up a crude camp. What do you guys do?
Out of character, can we take a short break, please?
Yeah, I was gonna say. This is a great point to take a break.
I was like, can I have a 10-minute break?
Would you guys, at this point, would you guys like to kind of settle in for the night, or do you want to do some more role playing right now when we get back?
When we get back,
okay.
role play would be good.
Yeah, cool.
Get back into the
Let's do that. All right, so yeah, you guys have gotten back, but we'll take a short little break, get some snacks, get some water, use the restroom. But good job, guys. This has been a pretty insane session so far.
Great time back.
Shirt check. Whee!
Yeah,
Right.
shirt check.
We'll be right.
Hold on, I can be the Tyson. Just remove the
laundry. But
all right, yeah, I will.
We'll be right back, and we have a player memory to come back to. So maybe right after this break, we'll jump right into that player memory.
BRB. I'm gonna get my Pazuki. Hell yeah.
Right.
Sounds good.
Back, guys.
All right, so I guess it's just you and I chat. Well, I found the signs because I've moved a lot of stuff around. Many signs. You can get the shirts that all of us have, except Katie, but she'll be getting one soon, of Jade. You can now get Yeet for Initiative shirts. I don't know how I can do this. This side says Yeet for Initiative, and then this side it says Tyson. Got the Tyson there. On the Tyson, it has the little sword and a butterfly to represent Tim Tam. The thing that would happen is if you get one of the shirts that has a character, we get a health potion, if I got that correct. And then if you get the group stuff, like everyone on it, we can roll it for advantage. But if you'd like to get one of these shirts, I should probably set up these commands. If you'd like to get this Tyson t-shirt, do exclamation merch like I've done, and you will get the store envy link. And you can get many Yeet for Initiative things. And Westling merch, which is pretty neat there. There's a whole variety. And then, if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to check out Wes live at twitch.tv/Wes_IRL. He does Yeet every Fridays, and it could be other things that we streamed here. Streamed here as in on his stream, in case you're watching this on YouTube. Oh no, there's a fan that's blowing my paper away. This series you're watching is sponsored by Norse Foundry. So exclamation dice, you can get the code Yeet, use that and get 15% off. If you haven't quite caught up with Yeet for Initiative, if you're on Wes's Twitch, if you do exclamation D&D catch up, you can get a link that will take you to the YouTube channel, which will have all of the videos there to watch back to your own leisure. And it's a Yeet for Initiative sign. And also, there's Brendan that you can also check out. Twitch.tv/I'm the BJ. That is all the signs, and all the signs have been blown over because there is a fan right there. It's very warm and it's hot. I feel like I'm about to melt. Yeah, there's all the commands. Yeah, so we've got a player memory that is incoming, and we reached the goal of 250. So the player memory is collaborative. So across the stream, if you're watching this as a VOD, we can unlock more lore that will be quite important later on the story. There's been a lot that's happened in this current episode, but we are alive, which is good. I prefer to be alive, especially that I just got the shirt this week.
Yeah, let's not get you a shirt.
Yeah, just get a shirt and then be like, did we tell you that Tyson kind of cut
Sorry, Tyson ended up dying. That shirt's useless now.
It is now no longer have value to it.
Okay. So,
welcome back.
How's everybody doing? You guys enjoying Yeet? I missed it, guys. I missed you all.
I'm enjoying it. You just missed my little ad break I just did with like the signs. I found the signs. They were literally.
Oh, good.
on top of this Glee folder. So
Arcanine.
I was literally saying how you can get the merch now and give us like the good. It's a bonus.
I also got this one. I bought
My
this one
vacation
for
was
Christmas.
very needed. I was feeling very burnt out by just everything in the world. So, you know, it was definitely needed, a needed vacation. But I'm going to try and figure out a new streaming schedule because honestly, streaming every day was burning me out. Something fierce, plus trying to write for Yeet, plus all the other stuff that we were trying to get going. So,
Yeah.
it was a lot. It was a lot. Thanks for the
Even
commercial
I-
break, though, Steve.
Oh, good. Be sure to always follow us on social, so that if you don't catch the stream now and you're watching as a VOD, he tweets out. He tweets dank memes. Okay, there's an asterisk. He might not every now and then, but
He
when you
also
see the
tweets
dank
whenever
memes,
we're going to do Yeet, and a lot of us do
there's
too.
an
So.
Yes, indeed.
For anybody who
Those are-
supported the polar bear, I think that was my most vicious mockery yet. So
Global
I'm
kill
not
them with the
sorry.
words.
Global warming.
Global warming. It was my shortest but most burn, pun intended.
it wasn't the stabbing and the punch and we just gave it. It was those two words that killed
Global
it. It's
warming.
like it hurt you, even though it was frozen. It's like I heard that. Raw. Ouch. I died.
Yeah. Oh, welcome, Handscape. First Yeet.
Nice.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Nice.
And also welcome to all of the other newcomers in the new year and all of the newcomers for this year, but have been here for the past year. Holy crap, it's been almost a
Hans.
year already.
Hans Kate, who would you like to give the player
Yes.
hint to?
And if you haven't watched Yeet for Initiative before, first off, why'd
Well-
you choose this episode? Also, welcome.
We know we are happy to have you. Happy to
Yeah,
have
I
you.
know, I'm
Happy
just
to have
messing.
you.
I'm just messing. We're
Yeah.
happy to have
But
you.
if you would like to catch up, all of the Eat for Initiative episodes are on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/IRL Bros. We have every single episode, including our Halloween special, which
The one
Yes.
shot.
was
Well, I had totally real blood
one
on.
was-
It wasn't the tomato
that-
sauce
That
I
was
got
in,
from
to
a
say the least.
little thing. It was real, I tell you.
Question.
yes,
All the things that had happened in the one shot, that is canon.
yeah, that's canon.
It's
Mhm.
Okay.
absolutely
We
canon.
remember the stuff.
Dr.
Yeah.
Boneless licked a crystal and caused some stuff to be
It was-
seen.
That has burned in my head now. The orange crystal. What does it taste like? Sus.
All right,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, guys, we've been doing this for almost a year. Like,
Yeah, I
come
know, right?
late April, it's gonna be
Oh.
a year.
right.
April
For real?
the.
Yeah.
Remember when this was just an idea?
Remember when this was a one shot?
Where was the one shot? Yeah, the 23rd. So I wrote the 24th.
Are we
'cause
gonna have
New
an
Zealand's month,
anniversary special?
But we
This
started
was a
on
one-shot?
the 23rd
Oh, no,
of
wait.
April.
An
What?
anniversary special?
These are my first notes.
Wait,
of the
that's-
first ignites.
Isn't that around your due date?
Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to
Wow.
Look at you.
I'm not gonna be able to do an well, maybe I can make some
Well,
sort of exception.
yeah.
We'll play that by ear.
There will be Katrin will be having some maternity leave around
Yes.
that time.
Yeah.
So
We could get Goose Banner to step in.
we'll,
Goose
we'll-
Banner.
Could.
Lol.
We could get Goose Banner to
we will figure out some stuff around then.
Yeah, we'll figure maternity leave out when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
So, everybody's back.
Mm-hmm. The old maternity leave.
Why don't we jump right back in and you guys can RP what you want to RP.
All right.
Tyson walks up to Jade while kind of make her way. And he says, Jade, how did you learn all of that? Like back there. That was bloody awesome. I'm trying to be careful of not like using a swear. So I'm trying to like replacement.
Yeah.
How did you bloody do that? That was you blew my mind. I'm glad you haven't done it physically, but how did you do that? Who taught you?
My years of training. Have you not trained?
I've been kind of running away because I told you before that I've been hunted, but every now and then I've been moving around town to try and come back. Well,
Feel like for a man who's been hunted, his skills should be honed by now, wouldn't you say?
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll take that, Dig. It's good to see you, though. I know that the way we came together was not as formidable. Is that a word I can use in this context? I'm hoping we can take this land back, because it's in shit shape. Sorry for language, but it's in a bad shape right now. We will take this land back, and Jaden will be no more.
Edgar and I have tried for years. I hope that this time things can be different. But every time we take 2 steps closer to Jaden, something gets in our way and sets us back 5. We're frustrated,
Unlike him,
and we're tired.
Unlike him, he never really had the brains to think ahead, so we might be lucky in that case.
You
as much as a horrible person. Oh, is that sorry?
Are you referring to Jaden?
Yeah, if he's thinking ahead, it's other people that are probably in his ear, because he was not quite the smart one, as much as he was horrible to us when we were younger.
It's so funny to me.
Are you sure about that, Tyson?
All this time, you think Jaden isn't that smart. He has been 1 step ahead of us every single second along the way. I'm surprised we managed to get these prisoners out without any sort of catastrophe, without any casualties. But perhaps that's exactly what Jaden wanted. Maybe we fed exactly into his plan.
In that case, we try thing ahead of him. Because if it's just him, I'm like trying to backtrack what I said now, because obviously I was trying to like put words in, because I don't have like a picture of him, but then we think more ahead of him, we think like him, and we try and get ahead of that thinking.
And Edgar steps in at that point, and is still a little injured, but is more bandaged up now. He's like, if you start to try and think like him, you'll become a monster yourself. And he just walks past.
I'm gonna
okay, Mr. Dagged Assassin.
I'm gonna just mention to Edgar, kind of in a hushed tone as he walks past, I hope you've seen someone for that injury.
He just like moves his hand up in the air, like, hey, and like keeps going.
For a small moment, you might see the tiniest smirk on Jade's face at Edgar's stubborn shenanigans.
Person kind of sees that little smirk and is like, there's the willow I know.
To no one's surprise. To no one's surprise, Dr. Boneless has been eavesdropping on this whole conversation.
No, you weren't. Get out of here.
You gotta kind of let us know that. I would say you gotta kind of let us know that in advance.
No, I'm kidding.
I have an answer to make.
Hello. I was just gonna I'm just wanting to make a stupid little comic relief button. You in the background. I don't know if there's a campfire or not, but if there is one, then Dr. Boneless has been leading all the freed prisoners in a campfire song.
Okay, let me just roll for that real quick, Joe. Actually, you know what? Dr. Boneless needs to make a wisdom saving throw while I roll this.
Be the first musical episode.
I just wanted to do something. I haven't done something this whole run.
No. Roll wisdom save. Roll your wisdom
save. Trying. I'm working on it.
Around the campfire to sing a DMCA song.
Oh, okay. Wait, I got a 17. What's that plus 5? 22.
Okay, that's pretty good. So, yeah, Dr. Boneless is performing some antics and attempting to sing, and some of the people in the crowd are actually smiling a little bit, and it's kind of working to lift their spirits at the insane antics. Not a whole lot of people are joining in. There's some of the people are kind of like mumbling. There's 1 or 2 awkward faces, like I just want to go to bed. But there are some people who are like genuinely smiling at the antics of this small deep
up
gnome.
the jams.
wait, wait, guys! I got. Love me. Say that you love
There it is,
me.
full circle.
Yeah, oh my god.
On that note, that's been your initiative, everyone.
Yeah, god.
During
Katrin
all of
is-
this,
Katrin is
Kaylin's just
watching
like,
Dr. Bone bemused. Just okay.
during all this, Kaylin is off in a corner just cleaning off his bloody dagger.
And Avenir's probably like with Katrin, just hearing Dr. Boneless serenading the refugees, and she's writing in her journal, like updating the day, and just trying not to burst out laughing. It's just like
Katrin just like looks at Avenir. She's like, I guess we should be grateful it's an appropriate song.
yeah. This is true. I've heard many of inappropriate shanties, so I'm glad that is not one of them.
Oh, the only songs I know would make your mother blush.
My mother's. Let's not go there.
Good point.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. Anything else you guys want to do?
No, still just cleaning off the dagger.
All right. And Edgar comes back. He's like, all right, I had them set up some more comfortable accommodations for all of you. And I know I was probably kind of a jerk before, but thank you all for your help.
I mean, we're here for a reason.
Yeah, well, usually it takes a little while for people to be able to prove that they're not going to just be a drain on our resources. It's like,
You'll learn that we're not like most people.
and
We're a drain on a lot of things, mostly sanity.
if you'll excuse me,
Not really.
I have to get a couple hours of sleep because I have to go to work tomorrow. And he just kind of like
Hello?
walks
Did we
away.
lose him again?
I think we
we
lost
lose
again.
him
Okay,
again.
I thought I
There we
got
go.
that.
Hello? Yes?
Oh, it
Wes?
it cut out again.
It's buffering.
Wes,
So where did I cut off at? Because I was in the middle of the thing.
something
Edgar's
about-
still talking.
Edgar was
Work?
about to go to bed.
I think it's Edgar because he's got work
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Edgar.
Yeah.
And then that's when it cut out.
He said work and then it cut out.
Okay, so yeah, he's
Edgar
holding
had
his
to
side.
go.
I have work tomorrow, so he just he's like, but thank you again, and he kind of
Of course.
still holding his side a little bit, like strolls off.
Edgar.
He
go see
stops,
someone about that.
and his head drops. Fine, and he like turns around and walks past you guys toward where you have like some of the medical like first aid stuff.
Katrin's
Medics.
watching and she's just elbowing Avenir to go, just going.
And then it's just like the jabs, and it's like, what are the jabs for?
You know, if he can't fully take care of it.
Yeah, but he I don't know if it went through, but he's had people set up accommodations for everybody.
Yes, we heard that
Yeah,
part.
we heard that
Mhm.
part.
All right, so
I don't know if
he's
chat heard that part.
Part
yeah,
was fine.
he's now off
hit that?
to the medic, to get patched up a little bit, and pretty much the medic is just like a guy who kind of knows his way with a needle and thread.
That's fun.
Okay, so do you guys have anything else you would like to do?
Jade is also very badly injured herself.
Yeah, everybody's
So-
kind of really badly injured.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I almost died.
I'm covered in
Me
blood.
too.
He's just gonna look at the group, mostly at Tyson, because she kind of sees him as maybe the leader of them, but it's questionable at times. And she'll kind of look over at him and just say, "It's been a day. Everyone get your rest. We'll have more work tomorrow."
Alright, pack it in, guys.
You don't.
Hurry up, get your
You
stuff.
don't think the 4-foot tall small man is the leader?
I told you it was questionable
Really
at
look
times.
down.
Or the half-elven teenager who's, full of angst.
I mean, I've been kind of the mouth of the group in some instances.
Hey,
but
I've
doesn't
been
mean
helping.
I'm the leader.
Nisa, you're
No,
totally
no.
the mom of the group.
The mom.
You're the
Jade-
mom
Oh yeah,
of the
no,
group.
no.
Jade
Kaylin
only
and-
looks to Tyson only,
You know
or
what's-
Sorry, Jade only looks to Tyson because he's supposed to be a king. He's
Yeah.
supposed to lead a whole kingdom. If he can't help
lead the group.
4 people, then
You know
No,
what's
that's
kind of
understandable.
funny, guys, is that I just
Yeah.
realized something. Kind of whoever the NPC who is around your group is kind of the leader.
Actually true.
Edgar
We
runs
don't
this ish.
actually
Descartes.
have-
Leader.
Descartes,
Grace is our leader.
We have a leader.
Thomas,
Are we all just a
Edgar.
bunch of
Thomas.
children?
Oh,
No,
that's
but
hilarious.
we're-
I'm
we're-
like,
Are we the
that-
NPCs?
I'm the parent.
Yeah, no, Wes is full on the parent.
Papa Wes.
We're in agreement that Kaylin and Avni are essentially like the mom and dad friends of this group, though.
Yeah.
So they have a little area, and there's like some really rough pillows. It looks like they've been sewn together with shirts.
I
Same
am
thing
going
with
to
the
cuddle
blankets.
with Tyson. It's cuddle puddle time.
My leg again.
They actually found a crib for you, but if you don't want to use it, that's
Oh.
fine.
Nah, I'm good. Thank you.
Go on. Off. Time to sleep in your own bed.
I'm
Go to
good.
sleep.
Okay.
I am going to stay up a little bit longer. and
Yeah,
see
I'm gonna
if
take a long
I'm late.
rest. Good night, everybody.
I'm gonna take a long rest as well.
I'm
gonna
also
take a
taking
long
a long
rest
rest.
as well.
Okay, so you guys, 3 of you are going to go to sleep. You're exhausted after the day, and you're injured. So, what did Kaylin Tyson want to do? And Jade, did Jade go to sleep as well?
Yes.
Okay, Jade went to sleep.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead,
also
Steve,
went
you
to
go
rest.
first. Oh, you went to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
you also took a long rest. Cody, what did you want to do?
I'm just kind of sitting there and contemplating, like, what's gotten me this far, because there have been moments where I definitely should not have gotten this far, and I'm gonna try to make contact with my patron despite it not working in the past.
Just a little call. Hello, are you there?
Hello?
I know it's 2 in the
Hello?
morning.
I don't, like, at this point, Kaylin doesn't expect it to work, but he's still gonna try.
So you're going to try and focus on your energy in an
Yes.
attempt to contact your patron.
Yes.
So you, is it patron or deity for clerics?
Yeah,
I
well,
think mine
technically
is
deity,
patron.
yeah.
I thought,
Yeah,
yeah.
deity, not patron.
Okay,
my
that's what I
fault.
thought. That's what I thought. So yeah,
Mine is patron, and I ignore him as much as possible.
do you though?
That's enough
So,
of that.
You try and reach out, and the events of everything going on recently is kind of clouding your mind. You're attempting to focus, but flashes of the polar bear, the refugees locked in cages, what you saw in Navad and in High Valantry, all these things start flashing before you. You do start to feel a little warmth in your chest, but it quickly fades as your mind is just full of these dark images that seem to be blocking some sort of connection. There's something that is interrupting that process. You still have access to your abilities, but there's something that you can't quite put your finger on.
Yeah, I should have known that wouldn't work.
Yeah,
He's
Kaylin doesn't
using the
have any
friggin' phone again on
service.
the internet.
Yeah, he doesn't have any service.
Service.
It was worth a shot, I suppose, but I did feel something, so I at least know you are there.
And then with that, he's gonna kind of lay down and try and make his way to bed. Like,
Are you
try
there,
and
God?
fall
It's me,
asleep.
Kaylin.
Pick up BB.
All right. So
I think everybody goes to sleep then.
everybody
You wanna?
goes
You have to zoom your
to
patron.
sleep.
Yes.
One of you starts to have a dream.
Uh-oh, here we
Alright.
go.
Here we go, guys.
It's
Here we go.
happening.
Here we go.
Let me pause. Roll 20 music real quick.
Here we go.
Thinking.
Alright, everybody buckle in.
Yeah, here we go. This is the longest one I've ever written, so that happens every week. But
Nice, you got this. I'm on mute now.
Yep, me too.
thinking
yeah.
back to the people trapped in their cells forces one of you to recall something. a dark memory from your past. Something that should have never been forgotten. A catalyst for the events that have molded your life, as well as countless others. A childish curiosity that snowballed into a series of cataclysmic events, bringing you back to Braedon, not as a prince, but as an outsider in your homeland. After being escorted to bed by your parents, you are now lying awake in your room. The moonlight shines through the sides of the royal blue curtains covering the window. You toss back and forth, trying to get comfortable, but your mind will not let you rest. It races with a million thoughts. So much has been happening. And then on top of that, there was everything you had just learned about Braedon's past. Your father's lesson has given you much to consider and learn from. You had never before thought that anyone could have considered the people of Braedon your people. No, even Goliaths as a species could be considered bad by anyone. Their king had betrayed them and forced them to believe that he was the only one they could trust. He used their fear of the unknown to control them, and in doing so, sealed their demise. A wave of sadness washes over you as you begin to ponder what it must have been like when your ancient ancestors smashed down their walls and began. The images from the texts flash before you. One of a triumphant Goliath standing on the corpses of his enemies. The other of a terrifying monster hunting down innocent civilians. You now know that, depending on your perspective, they could be one and the same. One side saw him as a hero who united the Goliath clans and ultimately formed Braedon. The other saw him as a murderous beast that, if given the chance, would cut down every man, woman, and child he could find. Of course, that wasn't the case before the humans that inhabited these lands had attempted the genocide of your people. You had read many stories of your ancestor and had come to understand that he preferred to talk things over rather than shed blood. That he believed information was more powerful than any axe. He was a skilled warrior, of course. That's how he garnered enough respect from the other clans in order to unite them. But most importantly, he was cunning and intelligent, a brilliant and charismatic strategist who used diplomacy over battle whenever he could, and would resort to violence only when absolutely necessary, namely, to defend the life of another. A quote of the first kings from your schooling plays back in your mind. The most dangerous enemy is not one that fights with tooth or claw, with sword or bow, but with ideas. Time tames the beast and dulls the sword, but it only serves to strengthen the idea. If this idea is one that is based in hope, it will flourish and grow to serve those that believe. However, if this idea is grown from fear, it will corrupt and fester in those who succumb to it, until it consumes every inch of their soul. For once fear has truly possessed you, no amount of proof will ever suffice. This quote came after putting an end to the tyrant who had tormented the Goliath clans for years, his head taken as a trophy to honor those who had fallen, on both sides. The new information your father had given you tonight put that quote into more perspective. It now felt sad. Your great-great-great-great-grandfather killed all of those people, not out of hatred or of revenge. He did it to kill the idea that Goliaths were indeed monsters, even if in doing so they had become the monsters that the king had first described. He had been trapped by that idea. The evil king had given them no choice. No choice but to fight for their survival. You stare at the darkened covering on your bed, imagining the simpler times from back in those days. What it must have been like, never settling down at one place, to be able to pack up and move wherever you wanted, the nomadic life. It sounded both freeing and terrifying. No constraints and no walls, but also no security for you or your loved ones. Maybe that's why you feel antsy sometimes inside of the castle. Maybe Goliaths are supposed to roam, to be free. You very much wish you hadn't taken that nap. Now you'll be up for hours with nothing but your thoughts to occupy your time. Grabbing one of your feather pillows, you begin tossing it in the air and then catching it in a futile attempt to distract yourself. Up and down it goes, over and over. Up. Will you have to deal with anything like that when you become king? As your father? Down. Up. What would it be like if the Goliaths had just run away instead? Down. Up. Would you even have been born? Would you have any siblings? Wait. Siblings? Jaden. The pillow comes down and hits you in the face. Crap. Now those thoughts are back. You toss the pillow aside and throw your arms and legs out on the bed. You rack your brain. What could he have done? Did he beat someone up again? You knew he had gotten in trouble for fighting before. He was constantly trying to prove that he was the strongest. He valued strength above all else. No, that couldn't be it. He'd been reprimanded for his fighting before, but nothing as serious as this. It's beginning to drive you mad. Your father won't tell you. Kenobu won't tell you. To get any answers, you'd probably just have to ask Jaden himself. An idea hits you. You sit up with a start. That's it! Excitement fills your chest. You throw off the covers and begin to move toward the door. You reach for the handle and... Stop. You draw your hand back and look to the floor. Wait. Jaden is locked in the dungeon. You'd have to sneak through the castle just to get down there, and even if you did, there'd certainly be in trouble if anyone ever found out. Your father must have his reasons, right? But what reasons? And what could have possibly warranted such a punishment? The terror of unknowingly making the same mistake slithers its way into your mind. If only you just knew what he did, then you could very easily avoid making the same mistakes. Plus, if you're very careful, no one will have to know. All right then, it's settled. Time to finally get some answers. You quickly strip off your pajamas and don your training garbs. You pull on your socks and grab your boots, but you hesitate. You lift the boot up and drop it to the floor, making the sound of hard leather slapping against the cold stone. You feel that the boots would be far too noisy for this endeavor. You set them aside and turn to look at the door. Taking a few deep breaths, you say aloud, "I'm ready." The fear once again creeps into your mind. For all you know, sneaking around the castle is what got Jaden locked up in the first place. You gulp. No. Focus, you think. You clap your hands against your cheeks and rise up from the mattress. You attempt your best sneaky socks, tiptoeing around your room, just to make sure you can be as quiet as a castle mouse. Even in the silence of your vacant bedroom, you can barely hear your own footsteps. A big grin spreads across your face. Your heart pounds like a drum. This is exciting. You've never done anything like this before. Reaching out again for the door, this time you commit, and with a determined gulp, you begin slowly turning the handle. It opens with a small click that makes your entire body freeze. You clench your eyes shut and wait for the alarm bells, but nothing happens. Carefully, you open the door a crack. You look down the hallway to see nothing. Moonlight floods the hallway from the tall glass windows lining the wall, but there's no one around. You let out a deep sigh of relief. You gently slink through the entryway and into the hall, making sure to softly close it behind you. Hard part accomplished. Now you just have to sneak through the entire castle undetected. You're starting to feel like this is a really bad idea, but you've made up your mind. It's time to move. You move stealthily down the hall past your parents' chambers. A soft light from the fire dances through the cracks of the door. They're still awake. Moving quieter and more careful now, you press on. You can see the stairs on your left. Your right foot just about reaches the step when you're startled by roaring laughter from the royal bedroom, causing you to lose your footing and slip, smacking your back on the unforgiving stone. The pain from your residual injuries shoots through you like a lightning bolt, and you're forced to grit your teeth and clench your fist to keep yourself from yelling out in pain. You just lie there for a moment before beginning to stand again. No one seems to have heard. Luckily, your spine broke your fall. Ow! You scream inside your head. At least no one will question the bruises. You rub your back as you continue down the stairs toward the dining hall, your muscles still aching from the rigorous training that morning. You descend the circular stone staircase until you see the warm glow of the fireplace, slowing your pace, full well knowing that this area is highly patrolled. The staircase is the one and only way to the royal chambers, and it is heavily guarded for that reason. Creeping down the last few stairs, you peek into the room, which is now bathed in the orange flickering light. 2 guards stand firm at the entrance to the courtyard, but you're fairly certain they can't see this far in the dim light. You dash forward from the stairs and take cover behind one of the long dining tables, your heart now pounding in your eardrums like a mad bard. Peeking through the legs of the chairs, the guards don't seem to move at all. They're standing like statues, ensuring the safety of the castle's inhabitants. Keeping to the shadows was not something you were ever taught. Your father was adamant that you face all of your problems head on. In his words, there was no honor in deception. A cold anxiety grips your heart and lungs as you think about disappointing your father, but you manage to shake it off just as quickly as it came. You had to know what happened, and he hadn't left you any other alternative. You move silently across the ornate rug and begin approaching the exit to the room. But as you approach, you hear the clanging of keys on a ring, and then laughter. 2 guards on patrol are approaching. The door begins to open, and you hastily hide yourself between the door and the wall, every ounce of you hoping that you made it in time. The doors swing open, and in walk 2 guards. "I swear it's the truth," says the one closest to you. The other shakes his head. "I don't believe you for a second. There's no way your wife got drunk enough to try that. Honest! I didn't know what it was at first, and everyone, in front of everyone, she just up and yells that she's tank and tries to do a flip off of the dining room table." Look, I'll believe that when I hear it from somebody else. They keep talking as they walk through the door, approaching one of the tables. "Look, I believe you when you say she got pissed, but not that Sarah tried to do a backflip and landed square on her ass. It's true. You know what? Whatever, man. Speaking of pissed, I need to use the privy. Maybe you can shit out another story while you're in there." Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Leave me the keys just in case." "Oh no, the keys? You've only been in the dungeon once. You forgot that it's locked from the outside." "Ah, yeah, smart." The guard removes the keys from his belt loop and hands them to the other one, who sets them down on the dining table. "Don't be too long. Well, damn. I guess that's that. There's no way in there without the keys. But wait. As you peer from the shadows behind the door, the guard sets the keys down on the table. Your throat feels dry and you're beginning to sweat profusely as the nerves are starting to set in. Your hands feel ice cold as you carefully wipe the sweat from your brow. You start to study the guard intently as the large Goliath crosses his arms and yawns, resting his rear on the edge of the dining table. Ugh, you think. People eat off that. Shaking away the thought, your mind races to think of a way to distract him while you steal away the keys. Throw something? No, there's nothing in reach. Sneak up on him and grab them? Oh, that won't work. The keys will jingle as soon as you lift him. How about... The guard stands to stretch. His arms go wide as he lets out another big yawn, before scratching his backside and walking across the dining hall towards the other pair of guards, and leaving behind the keys to the castle. Literally. Your heart pounds as you begin to slowly inch over to the brass keyring. Each pump of blood sounds like a cannon going off in your ears. Each step an agonizing task. After what feels like an eternity, you make it to the edge of the table and cautiously lift up the keys. They ring of heavy metal. Now in your grasp, you start back toward the exit. They softly clang together slightly as you move, causing you to freeze and look back. However, the three guards are too caught up in conversation to notice you. Excitedly, and with a smile of relief, you turn back towards the door with your prize and make your way. Covering the distance twice as fast as you had previously, you reach forward when the door starts to open. Instinctively, you hide in the same position as before, taking your place in the dark corner as the door is flung wide, smashing into you and sending your head into the stone behind. Pain reverberates through you, but you bite your lip to stay quiet even when your head throbs from the impact. You hear a voice. Who in the seven hells is supposed to be guarding the dungeon? It's Kenobu's voice. Reaching out with your right hand, you grab the edge of the door to prevent it from closing as Kenobu marches across the room. As he passes, you slide around the door and into the hallway, letting it shut behind you. As it does, you can hear the somewhat panicked guard try to explain that the other was relieving himself. Crap. That means you're running out of time. They'll soon notice the missing keys. You throw caution to the wind, and shaking off the notion of heading back to your room, you sprint down the hall to the large wooden dungeon door covered in iron bars and begin jamming the various keys into the keyhole. One after the other, you attempt to turn, but to no avail. There must be 30 keys on this ring. This is taking much too long. The jingling of metal on metal has you on edge as you rush to find the correct one. Finally, as you hurriedly jam another key into the slot and turn it, there's a satisfying click as the lock's internal mechanism releases the door from the wall. Pulling the door open, the hinge lets out a loud, creaking noise. Oh God, they haven't been oiled! You're not quite sure if that is accidental or by design. Slipping through, you slam the door behind you, hoping with every ounce that nobody saw or heard you. Your eyes closed and teeth clenched. You wait for the inevitable, for someone to come for you. You wait for something that doesn't come. After a few moments, you allow your shoulders to relax and realize that you've been holding your breath. You allow yourself a moment to regain your composure. You go to turn the lock from the inside so you can't be interrupted, but you notice there is no keyhole on the inside. Confused at first, it takes you a moment to understand. Oh, it's in case a prisoner escapes their cell. There's no way to pick a lock, I guess, if it's not there. The stairs in front of you are cold and dark, a stark contrast to the well-lit and decorated hallway on the other side of the thick, reinforced door. Only a small torch at the bottom lights your path. You take each step with caution, being careful not to slip down the 50 or so damp and uneven stone stairs. This place was much, much older than the rest of the castle. You vaguely remember something about this being a part of the castle before Braedon was formed. Oh, it must have been the humans' castle, the human Oh, right. The castle of the evil king who tried to exterminate all the Goliaths in the region, and whose people paid for that sin with their lives. You shudder to think of all the lives that were probably lost here, of the innocent people who probably died, terrified of monsters, of Goliaths who never would have committed such atrocities had they not been pushed to the brink of extinction by an evil king. You creep down one stair at a time. You finally reach the bottom, and you peer into the room, and it's as though there's a black abyss in front of you, as though the room is swallowing the dim light from the torch on the wall. You reach up and remove the light, being cautious not to burn your fingers. That would raise some possibly awkward questions the next day. Lifting it up and out of its iron mount, you begin to inch forward, allowing the dull yellow glow to illuminate the space in front of you. After a few steps, you see prison bars. There seems to be only a handful of cells, most of which are empty by your inspection. Finally, you come to the last cell in the line when you hear a chain scrape against the floor. What is it this time? More of that slop you call food? Jaden's voice. You're actually here. Oh, gods, what do you even say to him? You raise the torch up in front of you to see in the cell, but the light is only enough to illuminate his legs. A chain latched to one of his ankles. You open your mouth to speak, but no words come out. What's wrong, guard? Where, tiger, have your tongue? You clear your throat. It's me, Jaden. No, it's me, Jaden, you say in a deeper than normal voice. Only silence answers back. You open your mouth to speak again, but are interrupted by menacing laughter that makes your skin crawl. You gulp and take a step back from the bars. I suppose I should have been able to smell the weakness. Guess this cell is dulling my senses. What the hell do you want? You gulp again and steady yourself. I want... Look, I don't have all day. I have a very busy schedule, so stop with your pathetic mumbling and get on with it. But it's... Oh, wait. He's being an ass. You take a deep breath. What did you do to get locked away down here? Jaden's chains rustle. What do you mean? I mean, what did you do that was so bad that my father locked you away down here? I don't know what you mean. I haven't done anything. You're lying. My father wouldn't just lock you up without a good reason. Oh. But maybe he did. Maybe he's not the man, the Goliath you think he is. Or just maybe. Your father is actually the bad guy. Frustration builds within you. You're king. My father is a good man. He took you in after your father was murdered. My father died because he was weak. Your father didn't take me in out of kindness. He took me in because he owed my father a debt. That's it. It's not the only reason. You're sure? Your father also knew that Jaden had no other family. Look, if you won't tell me, then I will just go ask my father. You feign walking away, hoping he'll stop you. You expect me to believe that you came down here without asking him first? I bet you asked and he didn't tell you anything. That's not true. And I know why he didn't. Jaden leans forward into the dim light, a terrifying smile stretched across his face. "But I'll never tell you," and leans back against the wall. "So running along now, Prince Powerless. Go back to your mommy and cry about it." Your blood begins to boil. You clench your fists. Your forehead and hands feel like fire. "Shut up." What was that? You'll have to try harder with those weak lungs of yours." "I said shut up!" "Oh, well then. A second ago you wanted me to talk. Now you want me to shut up? I'm confused." Fury is beginning to build higher and higher with each passing moment. "Just tell me!" "Tell you what?" His voice is calm. It annoys you even more. "I said tell me why you're down here!" You scream at him. "Oh, would you look at that? Are you mad now? Gonna cry about it?" Pathetic. Anger and frustration causes tears to form in your eyes, and your nose begins to run. You sniffle. You turn and begin to stomp away. "Oh, don't be mad. I was only having a bit of fun. Come back. I'll tell you what happened." You return to the outside of the cell in a huff. "Tell me. Now." "Oh, so demanding." His chains rattle as his arm reaches into the light. He uses it to push himself up and starts to walk over to you. Instinctively, you take several steps back. "What? You're afraid of me? I'm all chained up. What could I possibly do?" You gulp. "Just tell me." He shakes his head. Afraid I can't. I'm a bit weak from being down here so long. You'll just have to come closer." You take one step forward. Closer. You take another step. "Oh, come on, Tyson. What am I going to do?" You take another step, this one bringing you right up to the bars, only half a meter away from him. "See? That's better. Now we can chat face to face." You're getting a bit nervous. A lot of time has passed. You could get caught. "Just tell me what you did." "Well, it's hard to explain." His hands shoot out like lightning bolts and grasp your throat. They clamp around your windpipe, causing you to gag. The torch falls from your grasp, and you instinctively try to pry his hands away, but they don't budge. "So why don't I just show you?" He increases the pressure as you claw at his hands, desperately trying to break free. Unable to draw a breath, you writhe like a rabbit caught in the mouth of a bloodthirsty wolf. So weak, so pathetic. How could you have ever become king? He lifts you from the floor and laughs. Your vision is starting to go dark. In your final moments, I'll tell you exactly what you wanted to know. He shakes you. There was a boy, just as little and weak as you are. He even looked like you. You hit his wrists. He asked me to play with him, so I did. Your arms and legs start to feel heavy. I still remember what his face looked like as the last bit of life left him. It was incredible. His grip tightens again. I bet yours will be even better. Using every ounce of strength you have left, you grip his wrist and use your legs to push off of the cell bars. You feel your neck slip from his grasp, and your body falls to the floor. You gasp for precious air, just as the corners of your vision are about to be eclipsed in darkness. You wheeze and cough as you desperately try and draw in breath after breath. But then, you hear it. A jangle of keys, coming from Jaden's cell. Looking up, you realize something horrible. Jaden has stolen the keys from you and is now frantically trying to unlock his restraints. Terrified and weakened, you begin crawling through the darkness toward the staircase, blindly clawing your way toward the exit. Tears stream from your face as you desperately try to escape. A loud click is followed by a clank onto the ground, and it urges you to move faster. The clinking of keys on the door spurs you on. You now realize Jaden is a murderer. Your body aches. You claw at the floor to keep moving. Your only thought is that if you stop, you die. Another click, followed by the loud shriek of a door being flung open. You can discern footsteps behind you, slowly, menacingly approaching. You reach out with your hand and you feel something. The stairs. You begin to climb, dragging yourself up step after step, until light shines all around you. You're filled with hope. The guards have returned. You look up to the entrance, but the door is still shut. Hopelessness sets in as you start to comprehend the situation. The light is coming from behind you. You turn your head to see a demonic grin illuminated by a floating torch. A hand grasps your leg and yanks you back down the stairs. Jaden stands over you before setting the torch down and kneeling on your chest, once again wrapping his hands around your neck. He pushes down on your throat with his hands, the pressure building in your head. You fight back with what little strength you have left, but it's no use. He's too strong. Darkness starts to slowly creep across your eyes. Your mind starts to give in. It's time to rest. No more. You blink slowly as your eyes start to close. You can hear the creaking gates of the afterlife. The light beckons to you, its warm glow inviting you in. Then, everything goes black. So how's everyone doing?
Holy shit! I've just got goosebumps.
Yeah,
Damn.
what a douche.
Oh, that was good.
I'm gonna kill that guy. I'm gonna kill that guy.
Thanks, I hate it.
I'll help.
Yeah.
But, like, joking aside, oh man, that was a journey.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was something.
Ouch.
I could just
Thank you.
feel the end part where the life was starting to go out. I'm like, oh my god, I must die.
Thanks for donating, everyone.
Yeah, we donated for trauma, you guys.
Yeah.
Trauma.
Well, isn't that
Well,
why?
thanks for
Isn't that why you
donating.
come here in the first place?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Thank you for the money. Now you're emotionally scarred.
So,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
so,
This is reverse therapy.
Tyson, you wake up in the middle of the night, trying to grip at your throat, and in a cold sweat, you sit up with a start and scream, waking up everybody in the chamber from their rest.
If he sits up, his butt will just get flung off.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Ouch.
So,
I'll rush over to Tyson.
okay.
I will also go over there.
What's wrong?
Jaden,
What
What
about,
about
him?
him?
I think he killed me, and I somehow came back. Well, he almost killed me. I think this is all my fault.
I think you had a bad
Well,
dream.
I
Yeah.
am inclined
It
to
sounds like
agree.
you had a nightmare, and it feels like you had a nightmare because you were moving around in your sleep. It was very hard for me to cuddle.
Oh, please clip that.
What was your dream about? Let's get to interpreting here.
You guys are also all pretty tired. It's like 4 in the morning.
Avenir is just pissed off that she got woken up because of a nightmare. She just goes back to sleep.
Same.
She's not saying anything.
Katrin's annoyed about getting woken up too.
Yeah, I was just about to say the exact same thing.
Beauty rest and all.
Jade goes back to bed.
Dr. Boneless's head hurts from being flung off, so he's not going to go to bed for another couple minutes.
His
Taylor's
beard
more
moved.
worried about his friend than himself right now.
I think it's more of like he's more worried that his bed has been disrupted.
What
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah, what's going on? It's time for the bros. It's a bro talk time.
Sorry, can you say that again? I am.
It's time for
Oh.
a bro talk. All the boys are up. It's bro time.
All the girls just went back to bed. We're like, now we're done with this.
Just a
Explain to me what
clarification,
happened.
DM wise. So that entire play memory, that was literally a memory, right? Like it wasn't some kind of dream, like lucid dream.
This is a memory, so you know
Thank
that
you.
this is something that happened in your past.
Okay, I just
Like,
want to clarify that.
This is something that actually happened to you. It's just something that
Okay.
you had blocked out because it was a very painful memory.
All right, just a clarification is because I knew it was
Painful.
like not real, but in the story it was real, but just
Yeah.
so I can like make sure I hone it home.
Yeah, you remember this happening.
It wasn't a dream. Jaden escaped because I wanted to know answers, and everything that's happened here in Braedon, it's all my fault.
Oh, nah, I don't. I think you're coming to a very big conclusion there. Just tell us what happened.
Well, you want a long story or the short one? I can give you the medium one.
The medium one.
The Ye Old Digest. Well,
One that
my
makes
dad-
sure we're not up super late.
Well, long story short, my dad took me to a library. There's this war between the Goliaths and the humans. Fast forward later, this is kind of history repeating, but now it's Jaden who is leading a war with other people, and he was locked up in the dungeon. Just to clarify, is it the same dungeon that we just escaped?
No,
Or was it a different one?
different.
Okay.
One. The dungeon that you were in your memory was inside of the castle. That one was a different barracks.
The
Okay.
royal dungeon.
So that was more the public prison, and then the royal prison is something that is pretty much used for like pretty much higher protected things, like people that you wouldn't want to put in general population prison.
Yeah, I got you. So underneath, you know how we're in Braedon, underneath the castle, there's a dungeon, there's a prison, and my brother got locked up in there for crimes that he did, and I didn't know what the crimes were. My dad never told me, and I decided to go and see him, and he choked the life out of me, and I tried to run away, and the last thing I remember is the life just leaving me.
Well, I mean,
Jaden left because I
obviously.
let him out.
Well, okay. Don't worry, Tyson. It's okay. Oh, okay. Tyson's gonna take a step out, but I'm going to speak to the
Sorry,
metaphorical.
my door
Tyson
wasn't
here.
closing.
Okay.
Don't worry, metaphorical Tyson. It's okay.
It's okay.
This is
okay.
too much.
Metaphorical Tyson.
Look at me,
You guys
I'm
are talking
baffled.
about Baja Blast, dude, and I want tacos.
Look, the way I see
Tyson,
it,
I don't think it wasn't your fault. Jaden sounds like a guy who's probably not all there. And
But
you
he
were
took the
right.
keys from me
For
though.
yourself.
He took the keys from you because he was choking you to death. You know, that's.
let
I
me
mean,
simply
not
ask
that
you
I would.
one thing.
Yeah.
You didn't unlock the cell yourself, did you?
Yeah, you didn't let him go. You.
Not
he was
necessarily,
choking you.
but-
Not that I would
that is
know
not
the
your fault.
techniques of choking someone to death, but I would think that if he wanted to get out of the dungeon, he would probably try to take you out first.
I mean,
would
he
imagine.
tried to.
And
He
then,
just
I mean,
failed at it.
if I'm thinking correctly, maybe he just choked you till you went unconscious and then thought you were dead and then you woke up afterwards, because you're obviously not dead right now.
I mean,
Not
to
really.
Be fair,
He
it is
hated my
possible
guts.
to bring someone back from death.
That's true. There's that too.
He hated my
Anybody
guts.
would know that
So-
would be me. Well,
But
I mean,
it wasn't entirely your fault. I'm gonna just give some. Your dad should have told you, or
Well, he's
you're
dead.
rightfully curious. I would be curious. Yeah, I understand that. I get it. It's yeah. That's. I don't know how to comfort you with that sentence that you just said, but
Look, I will say this. In my eyes, you didn't directly let him out of the dungeon, therefore it's not your fault. He tried to kill
yeah,
you
it isn't.
twice, and then
But
stole
if I
the keys
didn't
and
go
let
to see
himself
him-
out.
But if I didn't go to see him, all this stuff probably wouldn't have happened.
I guarantee you it probably still would have.
Well, yeah.
Now, I will say, history-wise, Tyson, you know that Jaden's overthrowing of your father and the kingdom didn't happen for another year.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure, like, when
Yeah.
that, like, little portion happened. Like, if it was the
No, this was not your
kind of, like,
birthday.
catalyst of it. Okay. I thought it was around, like, the birthday. I wasn't sure, like, time-wise and sorry.
Either
No.
way you look at it, this scenario only has one thing that we need to do. One way or another, Jaden needs to die.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that. He was a... Oh, I almost in a very bad mood on the stream. He was a dick. And,
Well, then you know what you need to do.
yeah, my adopted brother needs to die. And then
Either way
he
you look
kind
at
of...
it.
After that whole story, he kind of goes a little dark, like the like, oh, it's Tyson, look at him. He's more like, oh, it's Tyson. He's angry.
He's angry.
He's
angry.
angry.
He
Angry Tyson.
No, you're gonna have to be the one that does it.
I mean, he. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
I'm
don't
gonna-
think putting him back in prison is a good idea unless it's a very, very good prison.
Oh,
Then I
it
don't
is
trust
not
him.
going to be an option. He is scum.
So you better
I
psych
could.
yourself up for that.
So what I recommend is the rest of us go to bed, because we need the rest. And please try not to wake us up again with something like this. Like, this is something we can talk about in the morning.
Yeah, try not to move in your sleep. I don't favor.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry
look.
that my my horrible memory of almost getting killed disturbed your beauty sleep there, Doctor.
As they're
It'll sound like
as they're still
damage.
talking this part, Katrin's starting to like throw small rocks in their general direction. Going,
Go
Put
to
that shit
sleep.
down.
she's just going, go to bed.
What's she gonna do? Burn me like you did last time and roast me,
Don't tempt me.
Katrin?
Don't tempt me.
I shot.
Alright.
And the next rock that she throws is slightly on fire.
Oh my god. A hot rock.
It's cool. It's cool by the time it gets to
cool.
us.
All right. So are you guys going back to bed?
Yes.
Yes. Resume cuddle position.
So everyone goes back to sleep. You can't really tell it's morning, but you all wake up
But you know,
right around the same time. Yeah, you're underground. There's no light besides the little candles and torches around. You all wake up at relatively the same time. And Edgar walks in, and he's dressed in very formal clothes.
Eddie.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
What are you doing, Edgar?
I'm doing all right. Luckily, I was able to get some time off today from my work. The family that I work for went out to the countryside today, so they
That's
didn't
nice.
need my
Nice.
services.
You're a pretty
Did they
scratched
bring
up,
their
so I'm glad
mask
you
with
got the day
them?
off. Oh my god.
Golly.
Are you bringing like the real life
He just
stuff?
looks.
Yo, COVID.
Okay. He's pretty much deciding that he's going to ignore Dr. Boneless as much as possible.
Most
It's
of
just
us do.
anyway. Oh,
God, sorry.
Now, do you guys have all the supplies you need? Are you, like, okay? I know your armor is more than a little beat up.
I am running low on crossbow bolts and, of course, food, but
I could use about 3 more arrows if we're being honest.
I mean, Tyson owes me a new shirt. I still haven't gotten a new one since he sliced me open that one time.
I didn't know I was going to get
You know, I think
possessed
you're
by some
even. You
magic.
set half of us on fire.
Yeah, remember that? You turned me into a cooked chicken.
Do you have any children's size armor?
Oh my god. Do you have
Edgar
toddler
just
size?
no. I don't have anything for any. No, what I'm telling you is, and he gives Jade a look. I know what you're gonna say. I know where we can get you some supplies.
Oh.
If,
What do you mean by that?
and this is the question, how wealthy are you?
Well, as Amir
What?
opens the bag of
Oh, sorry, I thought you
gold
meant
and
me.
stuff.
Because I'm Tyson, I thought he was directing that to me. I'm like, what the f is that meant to mean? I just came back.
Yeah.
We've had good luck in that department.
Because
Yeah.
and he's
let's
gonna
say
yeah.
got some coins.
Well, that's good because the only way to get any materials is going to be through our black market vendor. If you guys need to, I can take you there. And he's like constantly looking up at Jade because Jade knows this dealer and she knows that this is not someone you can trust.
What's the matter, Jade?
Is it Choose Goose?
Risky.
He's the only one who can get anything in here.
Yeah, but we can't trust him.
We've had to before.
Odd just brought up a very important point. Are we going shopping?
I mean, I've got my bags ready. I've like
Are
this
you?
box over here.
I don't know.
It's full
Are
of bags.
we
Are you
going
can continue on?
shopping?
I'm here for it. Yeah,
Party,
Amir
party,
just
party.
feel like, I mean, can't out-con a con artist, so I think we're in
We do
good
need
company.
a supply.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone is a bit of a crim, hi, I've grown many bodies.
Let me ask you something though, Edgar.
Not
Yeah.
joking.
In case something does go wrong. Did you get that injury looked at?
He raises a point.
He just rolls his eyes. Yes, I got the injury looked at. It's still a
well?
little tender, but it's sewn up.
Alright. I'll let that one slide this time.
Jade
Very well.
slaps him hard on the back. Good to hear that. You can lead the way then.
Yep, I'll do that. Oh, every time. Okay, and he like starts to move forward. He's like, well, just don't say I didn't warn you. And let me open up my little sheet here.
We don't usually heed warnings anyway.
When Edgar said he was sewn up, I thought of Dr. Boneless like taking out a seam ripper and just like fiddling with it.
Wow. All right.
I'm crazy.
Walking through the underground tunnels, you all realize that it is a labyrinth of dead ends, collapsed areas, and darkness. Without an experienced guide, you would all surely become disoriented and lose your way. As you make it through the damp, rat-infested hallways, you notice that there's a distinct lack of markings of any kind. For about 20 minutes of twists and turns, you come to a badly damaged door. It appears to be resting on the floor rather than being held up by its rusted hinges. Edgar turns to the group. It would probably be best to let me do most of the talking. The stealer's a
Fair enough.
snake. He would sell his own mother for a few copper. See what supplies he has that you need and get out as fast as you can.
Will he be shocked to see not Goliaths with you?
Edgar turns, just like, ugh, trust me, no. And he reaches up his hand and knocks twice with his knuckles.
Good morning,
Once.
dearies.
Yeah.
Once with the door knocker, and then twice with his fist.
That's not grace.
Whatever any of you do, don't trust him. He has only his best interests at heart and would not think twice of selling any of you out. And he looks directly at Tyson. And I need everyone to make a perception check.
Oh, shoot.
Right.
Am I in danger?
That is a dirty 20.
That is a nat 20, baby.
Hey!
That's a 17.
19.
So what was the need wrong? Or is it just everyone else except
Everyone below
Perception.
a 20, you do not see anything. The people who have a 20 and higher, you realize that there are 3 figures dressed in all black, and they have the party surrounded.
I would not like to alarm anybody, but we seem to have we have amassed a crowd.
Edgar nods. They're with me, Arturus. Call off the dogs.
Dogs, puppy.
I draw my greatsword.
Those who notice them, you also watch as they disappear back into the shadows, leaving not a trace. A large metal latch is heard. The door swings open inward, pivoting on the opposite side of its hinges. As the door opens, you see a massive 9.5-foot tall Goliath, wielding a sword and shield, staring at you. Leave your weapons on the table.
I give a look to Edgar. Be like,
He just nods, and he takes out his 2 daggers and he sets them on the table.
I take out my weapons and I set them on the table.
We'll remove my mace, bow, and the dagger that I'm hiding.
I'll
I
put my
set the
staff on
boomerang-
table.
I set the boomerang on the table and give it a pat.
Oh my god.
Pet, pet.
Stay still.
And
Be a good
the
boomerang.
guard is just looking straight at Jade.
I sheath my sword back into its holder on my back.
Table. You know the rules.
And so...
I look at Jade. Tyson looks at Jade. It's like, do we do it?
I'll just wait outside. Edgar, you can handle this.
Handle what?
And
I'll wait outside.
he just motions, just, I'll be right there, trust me. As you walk through, you notice that the inside of the door stands in stark contrast to the outside. The room inside is lavishly decorated. Expensive rugs, tables, food cover this large chamber. Edgar, my boy, what brings you to my establishment today? And who are your new friends? You're taking an awfully big risk having non-Goliaths in the city. Are they for sale? It has been quite some time since you brought me such fine merchandise.
I'm just gonna say, this is from
Run that by me again?
From the
Yeah. They're here for gear, Arturus. That's all. A pity. Looking for something special, I imagine. Otherwise, Edgar would not have brought you to me. What can this humble merchant procure for his newest patrons?
Dr. Bolas is gonna speak up and say, excuse me, good sir, please lead me to your grails. Do you have any grails?
We have many fine pieces of foodware. And,
Do you have a second for grails?
Edgar looks to, just whispers to the group. I can't stand being here. I'll be outside with Jade.
Okay, thank you, Edgar.
You're just gonna leave us in here?
So, why don't you tell me what it is you seek? Maybe we can find a price we can both agree on.
Crossbow bolts. If you can be so kind.
Arrows and crossbow bolts are common enough. Don't you want anything more unique?
No.
No magical items. Interesting.
I said I was looking for a grail.
You want... Yes, we have, again, small one. We have many cups for wine.
Thank you.
Listen, I don't know what other patrons come over here. We know what we want, and we know what we need.
It is interesting that Edgar would have brought you from me for such commonplace items. I am a purveyor of very specific goods. And while I can get you your arrows and crossbow bolts, most of my clientele seek something a little more magical in nature. It
Does it look like we care?
Yes, indeed it does. Several of your members are wearing quite damaged arms and armor. It seems as though you are hardened by battle, but the more you fight, the more hardened your spirit, but the weaker your weapons.
Can you get us what we need or not?
Of course. I can get anything anyone in Braedon desires. And I do mean anything.
That's wonderful to hear. Then all we'll take is what we asked for.
And some rope, if you have some as well. Regular rope, I might add.
You are an interesting
Out of character,
lot.
am I gonna get a haunted boomerang?
Are you gonna ask for a haunted boomerang?
No, I said out of character.
Hello, I would like a haunted boomerang.
I'm just saying.
Well, like when it goes boom.
I would like one haunted boomerang.
He takes a look around the room. You keep quite interesting company. A Goliath seems well trained in battle. A cleric. A rogue. A wizard. And
say it, I dare you.
What is this? Braedon's next top model?
You are an interesting little creature. Would you be interested in selling this one? I will fetch a fine price as a pet.
Mate, he's not for sale. He might be a little, but
there are many who
Somebody's gonna
would
have
be
to
thoroughly entertained by a small warlock.
Someone's gonna have to hold Dr. Boneless back. He bites.
I would like to do an insight check on this entire dude's vibe.
Okay.
I would like the vibe check.
I would like the vibe check.
Yeah, roll insight.
Roll
If you
for
can't
vibe.
get us the item.
This guy, so right now he looks like a pretty large Goliath. Like, you know, he's not. He's more of an average-sized Goliath. He still looks big, but not like the guy who's like behind you guys, the 9.5 foot tall Goliath.
Right.
Yeah.
He's yeah. What'd you roll?
We've got a couple of donos over the past 20 minutes.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Yeah, hand on the Bible, I rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
Really?
No, that's
hand
great.
on the Bible.
That's
yeah.
fine.
Nice.
Lady Lovegood donated $10, a health potion for Delightly. Dr. Anlin Boneless.
Thank you.
Thank
Yay.
you. Meg donated $20 for Advantage for bonus, and Ray Wong Photo donated $5. Everything is fine.
Everything is fine?
That actually raised a buddy of mine, like an IRL
That's
buddy
great.
of mine.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
nice.
Well, welcome.
Hello.
What your insight check? Yeah. So something is very off about his appearance for some reason.
Really?
There's something you just can't, like.
Is it
this isn't
this
what he
small
actually looks like.
dude in a trench coat?
This is not
So-
what this guy looks like.
Do you relay this information?
Can I?
It's not a disguise or a magical spell. There's something else.
Would I know that it's a racial trait?
You
Oh,
rolled a
we
nat
must get
20,
them
so you would have. You worked, and you also, at certain things about your past, you would have run into a fair amount of different types of creatures. So, yes, you do know that this is a racial trait.
So I really, out of character, I really hope I'm not just effing this up because I don't know if there's multiple races that have this racial trait. So just being like, I haven't come across one of your kind in a while.
What
Changeling?
Perceptive. And you see his appearance transform, and he turns into this white, like bright white-skinned creature, and now he's dressed in very fancy robes. Interesting.
A trick?
Not exactly.
Cute party trick.
Though.
Not necessarily party trick.
Party trick.
I've worked with a handful of changelings, so I'm quite familiar with the whole changing of the face and appearance.
Yes, it is quite
trick,
useful in my business, as you could imagine.
I can imagine it would be.
I'm sure it would be if we could actually get the things we came for. Honestly, guys, I think his shop might have been a little bit exaggerated to us.
You know, I kind of.
I'm going to be telling my friends that we should not be seeing this. I'm going to say Verix because he doesn't.
Yeah,
give his name, but this
one
Verix.
star. We're gonna give you a 1-star review on Yelp, man.
Yield Yelp.
So he just looks at you and he's just kind of amused. You want rope, crossbow bolts, and arrows. You
Can you
understand that they had those in the supply room from where you came.
Insight check.
Go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
Well, while she
I'll
does
help
that,
with this one.
can I do a perception check on the rest of the room and see if there's anything that looks fun?
Yeah.
16.
I would also like to perception
Yeah,
check the room.
it seems to be he's telling the truth.
18 for insight for me because I was helping.
Out of curiosity, Wes, is that voice you're doing spurred by Verix from Destiny?
A little.
Yeah, I thought so.
I like the voice for a changeling.
Yeah.
30,
Actually, it's pretty good.
That's a good one.
20 on a perception check for just the shop.
Yeah, so looking around, you can see that there's a lot of, like, golden goblets, there's a lot of very expensive,
Excuse me.
like, jewelry, ornaments, rugs, things like that. But past some of the curtains, you can see crates of weapons. And
Would there be a haunted boomerang
You-
in said weapons?
because you're a wizard, you can
You're a
detect
wizard, Harry.
that there are a lot of very powerful magical items. You know that this guy is for real. Like, this is not a guy you want to screw with. He has a lot of powerful things in that room.
Okay. As she notices the magical weapons. Crossbow bolts and arrows, those in the supply closet, honestly, that's for the members of their resistance. We wouldn't want to take any supplies away from anyone, would we?
Oh, so you're admitting that you are not part of the resistance.
More like
We're more self-sufficient.
Foreigners.
More like uninvited guests.
And when did you arrive in the city?
Why does
To
it
be
matter?
perfectly honest, I lost track of time.
I mean, originally, I was born here, man.
So... Oh, that is interesting. You were born here, and you carry the shield of old Braedon.
I mean, I don't. Hold on. Hey, who's over there? Hi. How's it going?
Abort mission! Mayday!
Has Edgar
Can
come
I
out
please take
yet?
that back? Can I please take that back? Can I please take
No,
that back?
no, it's
sorry,
done
was
now.
joking.
Interesting.
I was out of character. Oh my
You
god,
That's why you let us do the talking,
Born in Braedon and carrying the shield of old Braedon.
They'll lie real good.
It was on
Quite
sale.
interesting.
That was a joke, man. I don't even know this place.
Listen, we just happened to come across town, just happened to find this shield. We didn't realize it was old Braedon. We didn't even realize there was an old Braedon. We've
Well,
come from
So
afar.
you're
Listen.
trying to convince me that
Deception check.
two half-elves, a high elf, and a deep gnome happen to wander into my shop after creatures matching these descriptions raided a few of Braedon's caravans. You expect me to believe that you arrived here longer than yesterday?
Did we say longer than yesterday?
No.
What do you want?
But you tried to insinuate it. You...
Let's make this simple. You're a man of business.
Yes.
What do you want?
See, I have many treasures. Gold does not interest me as much as favors.
I'm listening.
Every once in a while, I have a discerning client that requires...
Sorry, Katie.
that requires
You're killing me.
an item that I cannot easily procure myself. Therefore, there are those, like you, are in need of things. I would imagine that you're trying to be a tough sell right now, especially you, the perceptive one. However,
I'll take that as a compliment.
judging by your old gear and tarnished weapons, you are no match for anyone in this city. At
Well, you
least,
see. Go ahead.
at least not the elite guards.
I will
And a
admit.
character, I'm gonna do this. It's times like these I wish we could just yeet this man and just take his shit.
Let me make you a deal.
Can we murder Hobo?
No.
No,
No.
murder
We
hoboing.
haven't done it yet. Can we say
Please
Can
no.
try.
Please.
Are you asking us to procure this item off of this client, or what are you asking?
I like this one.
I'm more
Right to the
curious-
point.
I'm more
It is-
curious how someone of your obvious skill and talent with disguises would need help from a couple of beat-up, ragged commoners like us.
See, I was thinking the same thing.
If your reputation precedes you, why can't you get this thing yourself?
Oh, trust
this
me, I
Big
can.
deal.
But in order to be successful, you must delegate.
He doesn't
So
want
what
to get
you're
his
saying
hands
is you're
dirty.
getting other people to do your stuff because you can't do it yourself. because
Tyson, allow me to handle this, please.
Oh yes, I
No.
have quite stacked myself into
my
a hole,
God.
Caitlin. Please take over.
Oh my god, guys, what's no, you're ruining everything.
Let me simply put it this way.
I want to point out that Katie and Edgar left us in the room with this man in the first place.
That is true,
I haven't
that
had
is
a
true. I
chance
wouldn't
to
have
yell
said-
at Edgar yet.
Let me put it this
Edgar.
way for you. I'll put it simply for you. What you're asking us is quite an interesting task and possibly a difficult one with our current gear.
It depends on what you ask.
I'm simply asking one thing, and one thing only. What would you be willing to give for us to do this?
Oh,
Oh shoot.
Yeah, what you got?
my profession, my reputation, as you have said it, is that I can procure anything you desire. And I do mean anything.
Oh, Katie, are you okay?
Magical...
Yeah, you
No.
said, at a character you said my name.
I'm not. No.
Oh no,
Don't
I
tell
know
Wes.
what I did.
Shush.
I know what I
Shush.
did.
This is
Don't
out of
tell
character.
Wes.
He knows.
I know exactly
Oh,
what I
well,
He
did.
knows.
But you look at that weather we're having today. Just a little bit of a break. Look at that.
Did it on purpose.
What does New
Oh, no,
Zealand look like?
he knows.
Help me, and I want to see it.
It's very cool. It's actually busy, but very quiet.
Honestly,
Oh,
Avenir
the
just with
distraction.
everything going on, just realizing that this is going to hell in a handbasket, she's gonna be like, I'm out. And then she just out.
I don't want your ish.
It was lovely
Okay.
getting to have your acquaintance though, but I'm gonna take my business elsewhere. Anybody else wants to come with me?
Don't forget your damaged gear.
And Avenir just takes her damaged gear, not even saying a word.
It's the ultimate. Bye!
I'll take my damaged gear and go, thank you.
Bye!
It is interesting that she was so quick to dismiss what I can offer.
It's
Yes,
taken a
well,
long time.
You have to know her.
Most of my possessions were acquired because of information.
Is that right?
Yes, and if what I believe is correct, you were also the ones behind the prison break.
What
It may
prison
be
break?
correct and it may not be.
But here's something you need to know. Trade here is closed. I make a great fortune because of its laws. However, if there is to be a coup, the rebels will need weapons. I know that the two outside of the door would not be willing to work with me. However, if I have agents capable of actually overthrowing King Tyson, it is interesting that you happen to share his name. But being that you look much younger, it seems that your parents named you after his namesake.
Tyson's gonna stay tight-lipped.
So,
Gonna say
Thank
anything.
what you're telling me is that you need a couple of inside men, to say the least.
Somewhat.
And you say that those two out by the door wouldn't be willing to work with you, but I will tell you
Edgar
that.
was in my employ for some time. He became agitated with certain of my methods.
Well, I will be the one to tell you that we are not them. We are not like them.
Exactly. Why do you think we are still talking?
My thoughts exactly. So again, what will you offer?
You are a cleric, yes?
I'm partially a cleric. I know my way around a bow as well.
I noticed. That one seems old and damaged. We have
say that.
a bow here. It was crafted by elven artificers. Very powerful. It would be available to you. And you, the wizard, that staff seems quite charred. One who enjoys fire magic. We also have several magic staves that could be of interest.
If the price was right.
The price is always right here. And the gnome. A warlock. Magical ability might be on short supply for you at crucial moments. Perhaps some scrolls of various spells would be of interest to you.
Whiz. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to laugh there.
Sorry.
just depends on what you need from me.
Everything has its price, but again, favors are more interesting than money. In fact, I would be willing to outfit your entire group for the retrieval of one artifact.
You have my attention.
Not agreeing to said terms, but what would the artifact be and how do we need to get it?
I will show you, but will not divulge the information about it until it is retrieved. And he holds up, unfurls a scroll. It is a pendant, a golden cage with a large blue sapphire in the middle. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Not mine. Not mine. That's where it all connects. Oh my god.
I hate this guy.
But I
hate
don't
this
want
song.
to give it though.
Whoo!
He was so Palpatine-y.
He was very Palpatine.
Oh, yeah.
Well, before we do sign off, there was during that time 2 donors from Meg.M.
Oh, thank you.
Jesus.
Meg donated $10. Heal potions to Dr. Boneless because this is a holy grail boneless we're looking for. And Jesus
was
donated
looking-
$3
yeah.
and says bless you. Thank you both. Thank you.
I definitely was looking for the Holy Grail. I was gonna be like, okay, show me your grails. I'm gonna take the one that
The
looks the
holiest.
plainest. The
See,
plainest.
All I gotta
Didn't
say is
realize
your
what
Dr.
I-
Boneless is this gonna be canon has a fever dream that Indiana Jones comes down and steals the grail away from you.
See, I wasn't until I looked at Katie's camera until I realized how bad I really effed up.
That was I'm
was
not
a
gonna lie,
pass.
Katie, that was fuel for me. Like I was like, yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes!
no, that's the thing.
I did
I
it as like
was
a
like,
passing
yeah.
comment, not realizing there's repercussions to that comment I made.
There's
That's the thing.
repercussions
Yeah,
to
we-
everything. This
Yeah,
guy is
I
an
knew exactly what I was
information
doing.
broker and artifact.
We really-
hunter.
Mad at Edgar.
I knew
we really
exactly
need
what I
to-
was
Oh yeah,
doing.
did you want to
Get you in.
have that little conversation outside before we end?
Hey, totally good.
No, not
Oh, you-
anymore.
Okay.
No. I'm just mad at him for to be honest, I was just gonna say you left them inside and then I was gonna barge on in there and wrap things up, but
Oh,
You still
okay.
can.
it
You
played
can
out
next time.
just fine. Yeah.
Help me.
Well, I mean,
Well,
Abner did walk out. She was like, "Nah, like I'm calling this dude's bluff and just
Yeah,
like
I
walks
haven't
out.
had a chance to update you, but you know some of these two characters' history together, and it is understandable why he would not want to stay in that room for more than a few minutes.
Okay.
Also, Lady Lovegood Catherine says, "Did Anders teach you nothing? Anders taught me everything."
All right.
You know, I'm just
Well,
like,
I'm
good game,
sorry.
guys. Good game.
You're
Good
right.
game.
Well,
Questions
I'm
passing
glad to be
comments.
back, guys, after a few weeks of not having this. I
Yes.
had fun tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. You guys are all fantastic role playing, great roles. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you everybody who donated. Thank you to everybody who subscribed. Thank you to everybody who hung out with us the whole time.
Yeah.
You guys are the
Yes.
best. Have a great
Thank
night,
you, guys.
everybody, and we will see you next time.
Have a good night,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Good night.
Who we
Have a
rating?
good
Good
weekend.
night.